Okay, we're back. Been
Yo.
off a couple weeks. What's the deal, man?
Nothing, man. I had vacation that first week. You had vacation the second week. Where did you guys go? I'm sort of blanking. Where'd you go?
We went to Lake George.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to go there as a kid.
Yeah, it was we kind of make it like an annual thing now. We went last year and then we went this year, and it's just nice, man. It's like we play. Did you stay at a certain place when you went?
Oh, I don't remember. When I say I was a kid,
okay.
I mean I was like
Kid.
8 years old, 7 years old type shit.
Yeah. We last year and this year we stayed at this place called Surfside, and it's like one of the OG spots. So like it was weird because I was on the lake and I was doing like the paddleboard shit, you know, where you stand up and kind of like one side. And I was like looking back at our hotel and I was like, damn, I wonder what this shit looked like in like 1950. You know, like it was probably just one like road and there was like just certain motels on the shit. And now like, you know, other places have been built out, but it's still kind of like very vintagey there. Like everything is still kind of stuck in the old ways there.
Yeah, there's something that's that's really enjoyable about that, Like,
Yeah.
oh, this shit has never changed. It's been like this for a hot minute. I sort of like that vibe.
And I was also looking, and like one of the waitresses or some shit was telling me that there's like, it's like the Adirondack Mountains or some shit like that. And like, there's just so many trees. Like, it's crazy. Like, there's like, it's like, I forgot what she said, but it's like one of the largest forest. It might be like the biggest forest preserve or some shit like in the world or something like that.
Isn't that by where the casino we used to go to? Is that close to the casino we used to go to or no? Was it Monticello? Is that what it is?
Yeah, we went to the one they built in Monticello. It's not really close. It's still about like an hour and a half away from there or something like that.
Okay.
But it's up that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's closer to like Albany. It's not too far from Albany.
It's more west then, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
But yeah, no, it was cool, man. Like it was, but again, it was like an old hotel. They have a pool, and then they have a lake, so you can kind of like go in between the two. We were at the lake more, and we went out a boat one day, and that shit was super chilling. Like the water was so calm and just nice.
That's lakes, man. That's lakes over ocean.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Our driver was a little weary. Like he stopped in the middle of the shit, opened the door, and like scooped up like a protein cup of water. Was like, yep, I just drink this water. And I kind of was like, still probably not that good. You know,
just
like
drank the lake water? Oh,
yeah.
Hell no. Not a
kind of grimy, right?
Oh my God. Yeah, it's actually, you know what's crazy? It's actually the case that like ocean water is cleaner than lake water.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because ocean water, you got the currents and shit. You got a lot of movement in the water. You can't drink it because it's salt water. But just like even being in the water, if you get out of the ocean, you don't necessarily have to shower right away. If you get out of lake water, you should shower pretty quickly because there's a lot more shit like parasites and shit in that water versus in salt water.
Yeah, the guy was kind of weary. I'm not going to lie. He, at the end, he like took a picture of like, cause we were on there with like one other family and a couple of the kids. And he was like, can I take a picture of the girls? I have this account called like Faces of Summer or some shit like, and the guy was dumb old. Definitely didn't know how to work Instagram. And I said to Molly, and I was like, we probably should have said no to that shit because he's definitely using his shit as like a dating website, or he's going home and whacking his shit to this photo
or trying to turn it into some AI shit of them in bad situations. You know what I'm saying? Like,
fuck.
You can't, I don't trust anybody, dog.
I know. It definitely was weary, right?
100%. Did you see, there was a story last week. It was in the New York Post, but a bunch of places ran it. There was this, like, I want to say like 20-something year old, like mid-20s, good-looking woman, right? Mm-hmm. But the story was, you ready for this? She got caught doing fucked up shit to a baby. Literally wearing diapers, homie. Like, I was getting ready.
That shit gets me mad just hearing that shit, bro.
Bro, when I saw the headline, I was thinking, I'm going to click the link. It's going to be some, like, 16-year-old boy who, like, is bragging about it to his friends.
Yeah.
That shit said the kid was in diapers, dog, and she got caught. She recorded it, and her friend got a hold of it somehow.
She needs the fucking death penalty. Like, this is the first time I'm hearing this shit.
for a
She needs
long
the
ass
death.
time.
That's
Bro.
some death penalty ass shit.
But that you want to know why that shit fucked me up extra? Because the way I've always thought about it is like the key is always keep your kids away from like grown men, right? Like that's the key.
Yeah,
but now
like,
you hit me
it's
with
such a hard thing to say. Like
you hit me with like a 25-year-old attractive woman who was doing the most depraved shit you can imagine. It's like, how the fuck are we supposed to navigate this world? What the fuck?
oh my goodness gracious, that is horrendous, man.
Oh, it's horrible, dog. It's so horrible.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just, but it's like there's so many situations where I'm like such a nice person, and I feel like people are genuinely nice by nature. Where like if the guy's like, "Hey, can I take a picture of them for my thing?" Like this was at the end of the boat ride, so the guy's been kind of chill, and then it's like, I guess people are just more gangsters sometimes when they're like, "Nah, no thanks." Like I've seen you in situations just be a G and just be direct with like, "No, no thanks, man," or like, "Nah, not interested." Where I'm always just like, yeah, fuck it, go for it.
It's funny you say that because my perception of myself is just like you, that I feel like I'm sort of a pushover most of the time. Where like it's rare that I really am like, let me assert myself and be like, no. You know what I'm saying? But you're right to your point. Like it depends who it is and what they're asking. Like if I don't know the person, I really don't have much of a problem saying no. But like if it's somebody I know, I'm usually like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. You know what I'm saying?
You know what kind of got me mad? I heard this. I forgot who was telling the story. I forgot who was saying it, but they were saying it was somebody on a podcast. It might have been a rapper or something like that. And they were saying that they had seen every type of like sexual situation. And one of them was like this lonely guy or something like that, or someone with like a dog. And he would come home and put peanut butter in his asshole and like have the dog lick that shit out. And I kind of was like, you need the death penalty also for that shit. Like if you're, and it made me think just like how like lonely people sometimes, like say there's like a 700-pound like fat man or women doing just weird shit with animals because like they can't get laid or something like that. Like it's like, so the guy said, and I forgot who said this, but he was like, he would get on all fours, he would watch TV, just put peanut butter in his shit and just let his dog go to town while he was watching a show or something like that.
Bro, whatever happened to beating your meat to like good old fashioned, either like some big ass titties or a big ass booty? Like whatever happened to like old school? Like that's back in my day.
Back in my day, that was the shit. There's HBO.
That's
like
all you had to do, dog.
There.
You had a couple videos in rotation over on Pornhub.
Yeah.
You click it in and out, 7 minutes, you're gone. Like you're not thinking about it. But now you got people spreading their ass cheeks for fucking Fido in this bitch.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
No.
It's like you like the baby shit is like death penalty. That lady
100%.
should no longer be on this planet.
100%
doing shit like that. But it made me think when I heard of that shit, I was like, damn, that shit is kind of like put shit in perspective. Like, because there's probably mad people that do fucked up shit that, like Molly had always said, because there was like stories back in the day where like a girl would go running in some country like roads and like get taken and then like kept in someone's barn or some shit like that.
Right,
and like,
yeah.
So she lives upstate in kind of like a rural area, and we would drive past houses, and I'm like, how many of these houses do you think are just hiding like some bodies or some shit? And like, there's probably so much crazy shit going on that like we just don't know about, and that fucking pisses me off sometimes when I start to think about it, which I don't very often, but when I do.
Who was it? I think I read that there's more slavery today than there was in the past.
Yeah, that's
but since it happens in other countries, it still happens here, low key. Like they did bust up some slave rings here because what they do is they exploit immigration status. So like. You get promised, all right, you come in and, you get a job, and they pretend like they're setting you up with some like indentured servant type shit, which is bad enough.
Yeah.
But then like they take your papers from you, force you to live in a certain area, and then say like, you owe me $7,000. And then they got to work off the $7,000. And so now all of a sudden you got slaves. Like that shit's going on today. I remember the Supreme Court years ago, they made a decision that was like, basically like greenlit slavery as long as it's occurring far away, because some chocolate company was using like slave labor and there was a lawsuit over that. And they were like, hey, look, dog, that shit is happening like far away. There's not really much we could do. So like, what you gonna do about that shit? Like, bro, that shit happened like a decade ago or something like that. Like this, it's crazy the shit we accept. Like just look at what's happening now in this country. The shit we accept is just out of this world.
Well, I mean, a lot of even like the natural disaster shit I see, like when there was where was it who had that big earthquake?
Venezuela just had that shit. They got hammered, bro.
That's what I'm saying. And even like Gaza or some shit. Like you see footage of that shit on Instagram and you're like,
how is that real?
Damn, that's fucked up. And how is that real? And then you're like, yeah, but it's not here. And it's
that, you're so right though. That's the mental approach of probably over 90% of Americans are just like, yeah, man, sucks.
Until it happens to us. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. But that next point you made is the devastating one. Because then what happens with everybody is like, when that shit, it doesn't even have to be that shit happens here. You could have some shit that's 1/10 as bad happen here. And then all of a sudden everybody's like, oh no, this is the end of the world. And like, why doesn't everybody care about this? And it's like, well, we don't care that much about shit happening elsewhere. Like sort of like chickens coming home to roost now,
Well, that was one of the things. So I got a lot of things on the docket, but one of them was that shit.
Oh, bro.
What is happening?
You got hit by it too, right? You got hit by it hard?
OD. And Lake George was really bad. And then when we got back to Rockland, it was like just as bad and smoky.
Did you check the on your weather app? Did you check what it was ranked? Like how bad it was ranked?
No, I didn't even check it, to be honest.
We did. I'll tell you what we had here. So
yeah,
you had it. I think you had it bad like a couple days before us. It hit you first.
Yeah,
and then it started sort of blew down more towards us. So we had promised to go to this King's Dominion shit, which is like Six Flags by us, and we had promised our friends we were gonna go, whatever. So anyway, we went, and like when we walked to the car in the morning, dog, our eyes were fucking stinging. I was like, yo, my eyes hurt. It smelled like a campfire mixed with a chlorinated pool when I walked outside. And so we looked at the shit. It said unhealthy. The air quality said unhealthy. It was like 160 something maybe. And then we looked again later in the day. The shit said very unhealthy. There were some places where it's like, bro, just so you know, if you go outside, like it's the equivalent of smoking like a carton of cigarettes to the dome right now. Like
and you guys were planning a day outside.
I was bitching the whole way on the drive. I was like, I don't know about this. I don't like this shit. My eyes are burning on the fucking walk. We probably shouldn't be doing this. And then we ended up going, but like we probably took like fucking 3 months off our lives by doing that 100%. Shit.
This shit, I mean, like, so for some reason, when I was in Lake George, when I went to bed, and I don't know if it was because I was sleeping right next to the air conditioner and that shit was cold as fuck, or that like my throat was kind of hurting, but it definitely was this shit, but when I got back 100%. Home, it wasn't as bad as other people were like, yeah, the smoke really got to me. Like, it didn't hit me as bad. It more hit me that like, it's fucking crazy that like a fire all the way in Canada can fucking change the whole landscape of your fucking like skyline, your whole sky fucking like 7-8 hours away, if not further.
That's why it's so crazy that we don't take climate change seriously. Because like it's all fun and games until there's a fucking drought and then a famine. It's all fun and games until they're saying Corpus Christi, Texas is running out of water. That like at a certain point, they'll just be like, well, got no water. Can't even live here anymore.
Denver was running out of water for a while when I was there. Like that's Colorado. It fucking rains there.
That's what I'm saying. It's all fun and games until people realize like, oh no, we actually irrevocably fucked up the world by fucking pumping gas into the atmosphere over and over and over and over. Like you would think right now would be the time where everybody's like, all right, you know what? Let's stop fucking around. Let's ban any purchase of, gas cars after the next 2 years. Make it all electric, like double down on fucking wind power and solar power and whatever the fuck else. But no, like we're just like, let's ride this bitch into the rocks. Let's keep using gas guzzling cars and shit. I don't know, man. We're fucked. I really feel pessimistic these days,
Do they know are the wildfires like still going in Canada right now?
I think so. I mean, this is those wildfires they're so big and so powerful that there's really nothing you could even do. Like it's not even possible to fight those shits. Yeah. So like and there's like over 100 of them. There's like a bunch of them. And that's what happens when there's no rain for a long time. And then you get like a couple lightning strikes and the shit just is a tinderbox and it's just waiting to explode. And so, yeah, I think they're just waiting for those shits to go out. And we're waiting for the wind patterns to change to make it so the shit is not, just directly over us anymore,
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of crazy that shit, like, I feel like it's an annual thing that it's like just OD smoke coming from Canada down to like New York or some shit.
Sometimes it's California. Yeah, sometimes California does that shit too.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, it is now. It's becoming an annual thing. And Trump was talking about it, and Trump was like, maybe they should reimburse us for it because we're poisoning our air. And it's like, okay, bro, but then all the fucking oil companies got to reimburse all of us and fucking stop adding to climate change, you know? Like, he's an idiot.
Oh, yeah, this one was I mean, I didn't put any mask on or anything like that, and I feel like I was outside more than normal. And to your point, I was like, I'm probably giving myself some type of cancer or some shit, because I'm like, I feel like I'm breathing in the air more than normal right now.
Yeah, no, it's true, and a lot of people that have like asthma or other sorts of breathing issues, they get affected the most.
Yeah,
and they'll like, oh, what? I think it was in Michigan. They had UAW workers, United Auto Workers, who were at their factories, and apparently they didn't shut down business that day. And so you had people, and the air quality there was like really fucking bad, like way worse than what we had here. Canada. They're right by it, exactly. Yep. So it was like right over them. They had people passing out. They had people throwing up. They had people being rushed to the hospital. And like the bosses were just like, all right, keep working. And it's like, are we stupid? Like, are we genuinely stupid? This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And that's what it is, bro. Like everybody, like there's nobody's driving the car, you know, like this is all fucking chaos now.
It's a mess. I'll try to bring back the visor. So I golfed a little bit this weekend. I kind of like weirdly
swing look good, bro. Swing look good.
Like, and my thumb is coming back to life a little bit.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. People were like, yo, you should be moving your thumb a little bit more, but like that's the most I could get out of it right now.
Bro, I just sprained this finger, and even now I still have a little bit of limited movement. I can move it, but not like fully. You know what I'm saying? Like
but every day it gets a little stronger, probably, right?
Like this one is the one that's
not the most you can go on that end. Oh wow.
That's
I
mean, I'm getting there. Like it's getting better.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It gradually comes back. Like this is pretty mobile for my thumb
compared to what it was, definitely
compared to what it was. And it only came out of the soft cast about a month ago, maybe. So like I don't and I've been, here's my thing, and I'm curious your thoughts, because Molly only says I do things if like my friends tell me to do it. Like, but when she tells me to do it, I definitely don't do it.
Just how it is.
I think I've hit my deductible on like going to the doctors and all that shit. And the hand specialist, after he had checked me last time when I got the soft cast off, was like, all right, you can you know, here's a list of recommendations for people to go for physical therapy and all that shit. And I was like, all right, cool, I'll check it out. I haven't called any physical therapist because one, I looked on ChatGPT and it gave me just a bunch of shit. And I bought like some slime that I've been like squeezing and kind of just like strengthening the shit. Like, and I read that like, if you can do this, you know, you're getting stronger. But everyone that I've spoken to has kind of been like, maybe go one time to the physical therapist just to tell you if you're on track or some shit. But dog, I really just, there's a couple things I have to do right now that I just don't want to do. And one of them is I got to get an oil change. I fucking was driving upstate and a little pebble hit my windshield and left a little crack in that bitch. The worst.
I've been driving around like that for a hot minute.
You have a little thing too?
Oh yeah, from a pebble. Yep, from a pebble.
Did you go to Safe Flight and get it like, because there's a thing you can like fix it a little.
No, we did it. This happened 2 times before. We got a new windshield both times, and now we're just like,
it happened again after you've gotten
yeah, because the route we take, there are work trucks that have like rocks in the back, and every now and then it's like, fuck you, you pay for it, you know?
Yeah, dog. I'm driving and I want to get your opinion on the thumb shit, but like I'm driving and we were almost to the destination, and it's just nothing you can control. I'm just driving in the lane, and it was like, and
it's
like, fuck. And I saw it on the bottom. My friend took a picture of it and was like, yeah, the bottom half of your glass is kind of the worst spot because that's where there's more pressure or some shit.
That's where mine is too.
And I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, because it's happened to Molly's car and we've had to get it like filled, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
But also, like, my dad has always put into my head that like it's like really bad if you get one of these things, but I've never seen a windshield crack from these shits.
I mean, on that one, low key, I got to get my shit together too, and we got to get our fucking shits fixed. You should treat it immediately too, because it will only get worse with time. That's true, blank name, because my shit started as a little pebble hit.
Oh, it's gotten bigger?
Now it's like, it's going.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so now there's a crack along with the pebble shit.
Oh, yeah, you need to get your shit.
100%, 100%. So like on that one, get that shit fixed. I don't remember how much it costs, even though we just got it done not that long ago.
Yeah.
But on the thumb shit, I'm gonna sort of buck everybody else. I think you're good. I think that
Right?
I think as long as you like at your own pace, slowly but surely, keep doing the shit you mentioned. Like
I've been
just move the
squeezing.
shit as much as you can.
Yep.
Squeeze the shit, move it, like do all the touch things. Like I think if you do that, I think you're good. I think that
Thank
you've
you.
already shown enough movement and you were able to play golf. And
Yep.
like that alone means that even if your shit were to just stay right now as it is for the rest of your life, like you're okay. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you,
like,
bro.
might as well get it a little more. Just keep working on it yourself to get it a little more movement, you know?
Thank you. I bought the slime shit. I bought these fucking things like play bees.
Right.
It's like physical therapy putty.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
and I
cool.
just fucking
Yeah,
squeeze
definitely.
the shit. Like, I just don't want to have to talk to a receptionist and her be like, yeah,
Nah,
that
it's a
is
whole thing.
Thursday at fucking 10:30 work.
It's
like,
a whole thing. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's just so much shit to do, you know?
so much shit. And like I said, then I gotta fucking do an oil change. And then I made like 4 phone calls when I was in Cortland to try and get my glass fixed. And like every place I called was like, yeah, because it's a small town. They're like, call Denise. Like Denise will do the shit. Like I was like, who the fuck is Denise? So finally I got in touch with this lady. She picked up. She's like, hello. I was like, hey, so sorry. Like it's a Friday afternoon. Like I got a little crack in my windshield. She was like, yeah, I can't do anything till Monday. I was like, fuck. All right. So I'm just not going to get this shit fixed.
Yeah, nah, it's not one of those things where it's like right this second do it, but it's like do it at some point. You know what I'm saying?
But to your point, there should be something like the highway should pay for that shit. Like a pebble should.
Yeah, some tax fund that's like, yeah, if it's no fault, somebody else did it and they went away. Yeah, for sure, 100%. By the way, Safe Flight will come to your house to do it. Just so you
I know that's what I heard.
Yeah, they'll come to your house. They did to our house the last time we needed that shit.
I just feel like that shit's gonna be kind of expensive, like because they're like.
Let me look it up.
My
recollection, I feel like my recollection was that it wasn't crazy. Let me see. How much is it for Safe Flight?
This is the same exact shit that I said when someone told me Safe Flight. I was like, "Is that the Safe Flight repair, Safe Flight replace?"
Yeah, let's see. All right, hit me. Oh no, it is expensive.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Anytime some company's gonna drive to your crib,
yeah,
it's expensive. Gonna be bread.
They say minimum $350.
Oh.
But my recollection was that it was less than that. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, someone said 350.
Yeah. It says basic windshield is 350 to 550, it says. So it's a little expensive. How much would it cost just to go in and get it fixed?
Well, someone told me that you could buy something on Amazon that like you put like a little box around the ding and it like you like press it and it fills it or something. I was like, I don't even want to fuck around with that shit.
Oh, bro, not for nothing. If you were to go to a place and get it fixed, it's $250 to $500.
Okay.
And so, it's like $350 to $550 if you get from Safe Flight. So I don't know. It might actually be like you might end up spending the same amount going versus them coming to you. Like you might as well call and ask and see because it might be worth it. If it's like an extra $50 for them to just come to you, that might be worth it.
Yeah. Just like it fucking is annoying. It's one of those where it's like, why did that shit have to happen at that moment?
I know.
You know,
bro, it's happened to us so many times, and it's like this is just not fair. Like you can't. These trucks that are driving, that shit's a pet peeve of mine. The trucks that are work trucks that have the back opened and shit's flying out of them. Like, nah, man, sort of fuck you. You can't be doing that. We also have by us. Every now and then you'll have a tractor or some farm equipment that's driving on the road and that shit is going 13 miles an hour and you got a line of like 70 cars behind them. And it's like, nah, bro, you got to do this shit at 3:30 in the morning. You shouldn't be out here at motherfucking 3:20, PM when everybody's picking their kids up from school and your ass is going 7 miles an hour. Fuck you, you know?
No, I couldn't agree with you more. That shit and when they're doing construction and the dude's hanging out the back of the truck putting cones down, like 5 miles outside of wherever the fucking shit needs to be done.
It's like empty. You're driving next to it. It's like nothing. It takes so long to see anything.
The slow shit pisses me off too, though, because it's like either fucking ride the shoulder or like, to your point, do that shit at 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning when no 100%. One the fuck is around. You're doing that shit at 3 in the afternoon, going like 3 miles per hour.
Everybody's pissed.
Everyone, and sometimes I'll be driving on the highway and there's an accident, or there's not an accident. I saw this recently. I was driving on in New Jersey. Dog, the traffic was so far back on the other side of the road. Luckily, it was 2 cops just fucking chilling, having a conversation.
Oh no! Oh no! Here's another bad one. You'll be driving. There's 3 lanes. You're
Yep.
driving, right? In the middle fucking lane, somebody had a little fender bender and hit somebody's bumper, and they stopped their fucking cars in the middle of the lanes and just get out and start talking and like exchanging numbers and shit. And it's like, first of all, nobody cares about your fender bender. Fucking man up. Nobody cares. Like, that's what that shit is for. Like, who cares? Okay. Second of all, if you're gonna do this shit, pull off to the side. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's no regard. I saw firsthand how a fucking police escort works. So I was going to the World Cup, and I'm in a fucking police escort for former Governor Rick Perry, which I don't agree with. Like, but I'm in his police escort, and literally, it was crazy because we started with one in New York, and then they had told us, like, because I was in a van, and they had told us when we get, because we had to go to New Jersey, so they're like, we can take you up to the tunnel, and then once we get through the tunnel, like, we can't be there anymore. Like, the New Jersey police will like take over or some shit. So we got through the tunnel, and then we had to stop at some gas station and wait for the cop to come, and literally, like, a unmarked cop car came and fucking shuffled us to the fucking World Cup game. And it was just like crazy to see how like there's no rules. Like, they just fucking ride on the shoulder. They were like stopping cars and like just went. Other cars were trying to get into our, our escort shit. Like, it's just nuts. So I can't even imagine. Like, I mean, everyone has seen it when a president comes through.
Oh, the motorcade is crazy.
Yeah, they just shut down the roads and shit. But it was crazy.
But bro, low key, why the fuck is former Governor Rick Perry getting a fucking like police escort?
Yeah, facts.
Bro, nobody gives a fuck about you anymore.
I know.
People barely gave a fuck about you when you were governor of Texas. Now that you're not even governor of Texas anymore, like you sort of got to fucking stop being a little prima donna and get your ass in a motherfucking Honda Accord and drive over there. Take the shuttle like everybody else. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? People don't even recognize that guy. I'd be the only guy recognizing him.
I saw John Kerry once at the U.S. Open, and he was just walking around that bitch like no one knew who he was.
That's funny because I could easily spot that guy. He's got
100%. But that's what I'm saying is like
nobody cares. Yeah, he was the fucking Secretary of State. Nobody cares.
But like, does he get a police escort? It's like, where do you draw the line on who gets shit? Like, it's like I saw Trump's granddaughter went to the ESPY Awards, and she had like Secret Service all around her. It's like, it's like, at what point can you maybe just get a couple security guards or some shit? But it's like, everyone needs Secret Service.
At some point, we got to take the fucking like motorcade away from Trump because this motherfucker goes everywhere under the sun. There's not he'll pick the busiest fucking place in the country and be like, we're going there. And then everybody else's day gets fucking ruined. They got to hold people up. You got to wait in fucking traffic. So he's like, I want to get a
deli sandwich from this place in Jersey. Block every street around so I can.
And they will. And they will. And at some point, it's like, no, man. Like, no other president abused it as much as him. Like, that's the thing.
Didn't apparently like JD Vance like over abuse his use of like the plane or some shit?
I don't know if I talked about this on my show, but JD Vance would have like the fucking helicopter for the vice president, and he'd use that to send his kid to golf practice. Apparently, it was such a problem that all the fucking people who work for JD Vance,
I snitched on him, right?
They're the ones who narked to the media and were like, fuck this guy. This motherfucker's asking us crazy shit. Apparently, he's a fucking asshole. Nobody likes him. He's fucking treats people like shit. And he's sending a helicopter to take his kid to fucking golf practice. Get your ass in the Tahoe, you spoiled brat. I don't give a fuck if that takes 37 minutes. Deal with it. Oh, my days. These people are such spoiled bastards,
Yeah, the abuse of power and just no regard for any care in the world, No
regard. Yeah, no care whatsoever. You're right. Like, they're and meanwhile, look at how they treat everybody else. Like, they don't give a fuck that they're, spiking gas prices. They don't give a fuck that grocery prices are up. Trump's out there. There were U.S. soldiers dying in the Middle East. A 19-year-old American died in the Middle East as Trump was at his fucking golf course fundraising and then bringing his fat ass to the fucking World Cup where he desperately tried to get in the picture,
Bro, that's one of the things I have here.
Yeah, pull that shit up, man. This shit was crazy. So they photoshopped him out, that bitch, which they should have. Did you see the head of FIFA desperately trying to pull him
him to the side?
And Trump, by the way, Trump knew what he was trying to do. He didn't give a fuck.
1,000% he knew.
He's like,
he was
oh, I'm
trying to
gonna be
stay
in this
that shit.
picture. They literally treat this man. He's 80 years old and they treat him like a Make-A-Wish kid.
Yeah.
He's like a spoiled brat Make-A-Wish kid.
I'm surprised he even got like the invite to like one.
He invited himself. He invited himself.
Probably, right? Like
100%. 100%. I mean, FIFA's his bitch. Like the head of FIFA is his bitch. They're so corrupt, FIFA.
That, the worst. Yeah.
That they knew, like, oh, this guy's fucking corrupt too.
Yeah.
So what do? They gave him the FIFA Peace Prize, which was some made up bullshit. Yeah. And then like a week after they give him that, he starts carpet bombing fishermen in the Caribbean and like invading 7 different countries, right? But then that's how we got that shit here in the US, is all because of corruption. And then he forced himself on them by saying, like, I'm going to hand out the trophy with you. And they were like, what are they going to say? No. They know that, like, he holds the keys to them being able to host it in the US. Yeah. And so they're like, all right, I guess it is what it is.
So much extra money and corrupt shit to them throughout this 100%. Whole tournament, you know?
Without a doubt. I mean, I would be shocked if, you know, there's not a tremendous amount of money being shuffled back and forth because of this, you know?
If you haven't seen it, look up how they inflated the big gold trophy that's behind this Spain team. It's very hilarious. There's like veiny parts of the but like it's incredible. I don't know if it's like the heavens speaking to us or whatnot, but like every sporting event that Trump attends, like, so he goes to the Knicks game, they lose their only playoff
immediately
like, with him on site. Yeah, I forgot what other shit he's been to, but it's
I think he rooted for I think when he went to the US Open, the guy he was rooting for lost.
Yeah.
I think that happened.
The UFC was like a crazy windstorm, like rainstorm, fucking horrible event that happened at the White House.
Yup.
And this one,
he won Argentina.
It's like, oh, what was it? Maybe a month before, he's at the UN shit, literally shitting on Spain, saying he's not going to do deals with them and that like they've been a horrible. And then they go on and win the World Cup. I was surprised that more players didn't kind of get gangster and like either not accept a medal from him or just not shake his hand or some shit.
So there's a video of them like handing them shit and shaking hands and shit, and a bunch of the players skip over him.
Oh,
so
really?
Yeah. A bunch of them were like barely tolerating him, and a bunch of them were like outright snubbing him. Good. Yeah, they did not fuck with him at all.
Well, you could see like, the main guy who started the like trophy chanting, like shooing him to the side, like get off, like giving him a gesture of like get off the stage.
Bro, I can't. Can you imagine being that arrogant as Trump? Like, if I get the sense I'm not wanted somewhere, I'm out that bitch immediately.
Yeah,
like
here you go. See you later.
I have no interest in like forcing myself on anybody in any way, shape, or form. This motherfucker, he'll know everybody doesn't want him there. And he's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm staying here. In fact, I'm going to stay longer now because y'all don't want me, you know?
And he just acts oblivious. Like you see the FIFA guy kind of trying to push him more to the side. And he's just like, nah, I'm going to stay in this bitch.
He wanted to be in the picture.
It's been even like to this headline here, like every, like Spain's official shit, edit him out of the thing. Every video that FIFA has put up shows a crop footage of like just the team raising the trophy. And it's, he got booed fucking every watch party, every on site he got booed. And it's you know, it's been cool to fucking see that shit.
So he wanted to be in the winning picture. And this guy, think about it, bro. Like he's literally incapable of holding an L. He just refuses to hold an L. There's a famous story about how he lost a golf tournament, like a team golf tournament. And then he went up to the director after the round. And he played with like Bill Clinton and Michael Bloomberg and like a bunch of these famous ass people. And he went up to the director and he was like, you better go find me a trophy for low net, like low individual net. And they're like, sir, this isn't an individual tournament. It's like a group tournament. It's a scramble. Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I don't give a fuck. You better go find me. And so what happened was somebody went out into the hallway and got like, took a vase from a flower shit, took the flowers out, dumped out the water. And then when they did the announcements, they were like, and the low individual net goes to Donald Trump. And he goes up there and he's like, thank you. Like that's literally who this guy is. Like, and he still doesn't acknowledge that he lost the 2020 election, dog.
Yeah.
He still acts like, so think about it. If he can't even admit to losing a fucking golf tournament, he always wants to be the center of attention. He always wants to be looked at like a winner. And he will force his way into being viewed like that. But it gets to the point where it's so comical that he's like trying to be in the winning picture for the Spain fucking soccer team. Like, what the fuck is that?
And the new shit that I've saw, like I guess they're what is it on Congress? They're like are new people trying to get onto some shit that like they're asking them if Joe Biden won the election and they're answering it in like
Oh
some
yeah,
coy
yeah,
way.
yeah. So there's a bunch of positions that you need like approval from Congress in order to be to get the position, and Trump's picks are all being asked like, "Hey, who won the 2020 election?" Because what happens is all of them try to say that they won't say Biden won directly. They won't say it clearly. And the reason they're doing that is because it's like it's Trump is mandating that if you want this position, you can't say that. And so, yeah, that's why they twist themselves into pretzels. They say shit like Joe Biden was certified as the winner. And it's like, I didn't ask you who was
that one.
I asked you who won this shit. And then they're like, I'm not doing this. One of them guys was like, I'm not doing this. It happens all the time, bro. Like, he's putting like the most subservient little cucks around him.
One of the craziest shit is like they're all gonna get voted on to whatever position they hold. That's why like everyone's always like I'm not involved in politics. Obviously, you are more than like most, but it's like when they have all those hearings, like no one's gonna vote against. Like they're still gonna get their position.
Well, all the Republicans will vote for him for sure. Yeah. It's a little tough now because Lindsey Graham died. Yeah. And then you have Mitch McConnell, who's probably dead.
What's up with that shit?
And then Trump also pissed off 2 other people, Cassidy and one other, and Corin. And so that's 4 right off the rip that's gone. And so he sort of fucked himself a little bit here,
Wait,
so it's hard for them to get anything done.
So Lindsey Graham died, and they like put his sister in his position?
They picked his sister immediately. They were like, your sister is going to be a like, what the fuck?
Is that even a thing?
Well, the way it works in most states, the way it works, I think, is that if a senator dies, the governor can pick like a temporary person to sit in the position. I think
when the free throw shooter gets injured, because in basketball, when the guy who's shooting free throws, if he's injured, you could pick anybody off the bench.
Yeah,
you can be like, right, I want your assistant coach to shoot that bitch.
Yeah,
like not really, but like you can pick anybody who's on the roster.
So I think it varies by state. They might have like snap elections in some examples, or I don't know all the specifics, but yeah, the governor usually picks somebody or something like, okay, you'll temporarily be the person. So that's what I think they went with his sister for that reason. Because that's the thing too, is like nobody even questions it. But obviously the reason they did that is because they expect her to just fucking be Trump's slave, just like Lindsey Graham was,
But like, is she qualified? Like, does she pass any fucking?
Nobody cares. Nobody knows. Nobody cares. Nobody even talks about it. It's kind of crazy. Like the fact that Mitch McConnell is probably dead and Democrats haven't even said shit about it is like, why are you not saying shit about this?
Oh, I mean, I just saw a video today. It was like Lindsey Graham's last speech, and he was like in Ukraine talking with the guy over there,
Zelensky.
Yeah, and I mean that was a weird one because he just fucking went out of nowhere. Like everyone thought it was going to be McConnell that goes first, and then Lindsey Graham was like, "Nah, I got you. I got you, bro."
That was a crazy switcheroo, wasn't it? Like McConnell probably did go first, but they just
true,
bitch, But yeah, like it's so everybody was like, "What the fuck, Lindsey?" But I'm saying, man, back when we were kids, if somebody died of a heart attack at 71, we would just be like, "Yep, that shit happens,"
Yeah.
But now everybody's like, "Nah, it had to be something else." It's like, really? Does it? I don't know. He ate like shit. He looked like shit. He was a bachelor.
Last interview, yeah.
If you're a bachelor and you're a 71-year-old guy, you definitely don't have much time left because you've been abusing your body like a motherfucker. You've been drinking day and night, like all sorts of shit. Rumor had it. He's, he was with the male sex workers all the time in D.C.
Oh, really?
Oh, hell yeah. That dude was a closet case and a Huffington.
He was probably doing the peanut butter technique with on.
You know what they called him? They called Lindsey Graham ladybugs. You know why they called him ladybugs?
Why?
Because they say he had moles on his taint and on his butt cheeks, and they look like ladybugs.
Oh no.
Yeah, that story could be totally fucking fictional and fabricated.
Nah, let's say it's true, bro.
Or that shit could be real as fuck. I'll leave that up to the audience to decide.
The shit that got me mad was that every Democrat came out. It's like, you don't have to say something nice about him.
Bro, 100%. You don't have to say shit. Just don't say anything. Don't say anything. Nobody's asking you to do what I did, which is light up a motherfucking
your video
in this bitch.
My mom sent me your video. Shout out to my mom, which I got to look up. I don't know if something, this is my mom right here. I don't know if something happened with Savannah Guthrie's mom.
Oh, yeah, she's been gone for a hot minute.
She's gone, but like, I don't know what the crazy situation is because she wouldn't write this if new developments didn't happen.
Oh, I don't think there was. Let me see. I'll look it up.
But she was the one who sent me because we were in Lake George, and she was like, Kyle's on his stream right now, like going nuts. I was like, oh, that's because Lindsey Graham just died. And so would you light up a cigar?
Yeah, it's sort of a thing I do now. Whenever we have big election wins or the worst people in the world pass away, I make sure to have on hand. So Lindsey got the black and mild, right? Lindsey got the black and mild. That's like a cigarillo type shit.
Some OG thug shit.
Zoran got an actual cigar. When Trump dies, I'm going to light up the finest motherfucking Cuban I can find. I'm going to try to find a $500 original OG Cuban, and I'm going to light that bitch and smoke it to the bottom, son.
That's good.
When you know what happens.
What does Mitch McConnell get when they announce his shit?
Shit, probably another black and mild. I'll probably pick up another black and mild. Last one I had was wine flavor, kind of grape. I fuck with it. It was good.
Damn, black and mild is OG. I never had that shit, but like that's the gangster shit. Like that's what like the hood rats would pick up.
The reason why I fuck with them is because you actually, so I don't know, some people watching might not know this or might know this, I don't know, but for cigarillos and cigars, you don't inhale. Did you know that? Like when you smoke a cigarette.
Oh, for a cigar, yeah.
Yeah, when you smoke a cigarette, you inhale to your lungs. Like it goes all the way in there. And that's actually why it's like the worst for you. The shit that's in, I mean, there's like 700 chemicals, carcinogenic shit in cigarettes. With cigars and cigarillos, you only just keep it in your mouth a little bit and then release the smoke. So it doesn't go into your lungs. So it's not like as horrible for you. And so it doesn't feel as bad to have one of those. You don't feel like you're like cheating death by doing it, you know?
Yeah. That was so gay. You were just vibing out with that shit.
Those songs were good too, right? I had people were commenting like, where can I find these fucking songs? Like, bro, this is obviously AI slop.
Oh, were you listening to some AI shit?
Yeah, shout out to R and Brown. Well, the lyrics were Lindsey Graham has ladybugs on his taint and his butt cheeks. Those were the lyrics. So shout out to my boy R and Brown. He's the one who made those AI songs for me. And I was like, oh, we are going Insky with this, bro. Bro, those songs were catchy as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Those were like really funny.
I gotta listen back to the songs, but yeah, no, I'll meet you with a cigar the day
it happens.
The day it happens. Trump's gonna be a celebration. There's gonna be like a it's gonna be like we won the World Cup if Trump ever passes. Because
remember when the Knicks won the championship and there were videos of people recording from their New York City apartments out their windows, and screaming, you just heard everybody was so exhilarating, just exciting, just fucking screaming and happy. You're going to hear that same motherfucking shit when it happens. You're going to hear that same shit. Everybody's going to, except the dumbest people in the country. Everybody else is going to be like, oh my God, finally, we're fucking rid of this shit, you know?
They must test him every day, you know, like, and that's why I was surprised. I mean, Lindsey Graham's probably not going to get a checkup every day, but when you're the president, he's probably got a doctor every day checking him to make sure.
Bro,
I guess if your body goes, it goes, you know?
True, but it is true that, like, first of all, I think he's got 1,000 very serious health problems, but I do think he's basically getting 24/7 round the clock care. Like the bruises on his hand are definitely because he's getting IV things like every night. You know, so like they're doing everything they can to keep this motherfucker going. Yeah. You
know. One last thing on this shit. How crazy was it? Did you see the photo of Messi with the fucking guy on Spain as a baby?
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
No. So a guy who was playing on Spain was a baby and Messi held him back in the day.
Yes, bro. It's the most wildest shit. So apparently, Yamel is like their best player. I forgot, I haven't worked this shit in so long.
He's got to be like early 20s now, something like that?
Or maybe, yeah. I think he's 19, but his parents entered some contest back when he was a kid, and the contest was to have Messi hold like your baby or some shit. This is Spain's best player, like the best player in the world.
But why is he naked in a bathtub?
That's what people were saying. It was like, why did Messi agree to this? It's on some like that lady doing whatever she was doing shit. Like, why did he agree to this photo shoot?
Oh no, we're not doing that. No, Messi, no. And then
in this one, he's holding him.
What the fuck? What in the Epstein ass shit am I looking at, bro?
Right?
Run for the hills, dog. What the fuck? Now I'm happy he beat Messi because goddamn, that's on some molester type shit. What the
outside of the just the coincidence of him holding this kid who's now the best player on Spain. If someone asked me at whatever age I was, Like Messi's old enough at that age. He must be probably 20 or 22 or 21. At that age, if someone's like, "Do you want to hold a random baby that's naked in a bathtub for a photo shoot? You're the best player in the world." I'm like, "Fuck no,
No,
are you
absolutely not. Also, they better launch an investigation into whoever the photographer was immediately.
crazy?" Facts.
Like that's on some. That's like when they try to tell some woman who wants to become an actress in Hollywood, like, "Oh yeah, definitely, but first you got to come for your photo shoot. Like, come meet me at this place for the photo shoot." And then it's like, "All right, take your bra off. All right, take your pants off." Like that's on some shit like that. Like, why you got a naked ass baby being held by Messi, dog?
Isn't that like just fucking the craziest thing ever though?
That is the wildest shit I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. No, but it makes me feel old though. All these things, like you know, Messi's like our age basically, and
no, he's no, actually you're right. Yeah.
I think he is. I think he's like our age, and
He might be,
Ronaldo's
like,
older than us.
33 or some shit.
Yeah, like LeBron is just a little bit older than us, and like you know all the stories.
Jed's age, yeah.
Yeah, you know all the stories of like, bro, I was born when you were already in the league, and I was born, like that sort of shit. And it's like, God damn, bro, what the fuck?
Not even born. Some kids like played against their dads and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I watch somebody on YouTube, and it's like, look up their age. It turns out they were born in the year 2000, and I'm like, how is that possible? But there's so many. I mean, that's only you'd be 26 if you were born in 2000. 26 is a full ass person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do everything legally. You know.
Luckily for us, so I had a guy. He was like an international guy, so you can't always like fucking like validate what they say because they're like their age radar's off and kind of their like fucking whole radars are off sometimes. But he was like, because it was my birthday, and he was like, "Oh, how old are you?" And he was like, "Let me guess." He was like, 26. I was like,
"Oh,
thank you so much, bro."
That's what's up.
And then he was like, "How old do you think I am?" I was like, maybe like 29. He was like, "I'm 19. I was like,
"Oh no,
fuck, man, I feel so bad."
No.
Because he had like kind of like critters in his face and shit like that, but I felt like such an asshole. But I feel like for me and you, and I've seen like photos of kids we went to high school with and stuff like that. I'm like, they're not aging well. I feel like we're aging kind of well.
I think we're doing all right, man. I think we're doing all right. Especially, and look, I don't want, it's not just us. It's also, I do think our generation has generally aged pretty well. And here's a crazy fact. This will blow people's mind. In season 1 of The Sopranos, Tony was the age that I basically am right now. I think he was like a little bit older. But like, that's crazy to think about. If you look at how Tony looked at 39 versus how I look at 38, he looked like, when he was 39, he looked like he was 48. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
He had the crown shit, right? Wasn't he like
he was balding on some shit? Yeah, man. That's a big thing. That's a big one, especially because
he also died because he was like incredibly like unhealthy and
he was very overweight and all that stuff. But one of the things that's consistent that I've heard from women is that the hair thing is real, bro. Like that's the one shit where if you lose your hair, you're sort of cooked. Like you gotta sort of either go to Turkey and get the fucking surgery, or you gotta pop some fucking finasteride in this bitch. Yep. Or bro, Hims is good too. Or they got hair systems. Did you see this? Where like they're like professional type toupees that look good as fuck, and those shit stay on you for like a month.
I wouldn't rock with that shit, man.
I would easily, if I had
toupee shit. Did you see that boxer who fought and his shit was flopping like he was Tommy Boy in the highway?
Don't box. Don't box. That's it. Don't box. Don't be outside.
You're gonna do some shit. You're gonna be on a treadmill and that shit's gonna fly out. Like
don't get on the treadmill.
Anywhere you go, something's gonna happen. Like you're gonna be driving with your window down.
Don't tell me Donald Trump can hide his big ass fucking bald spot with 78 pounds of hairspray, and people can't find a way to not like ride on a motorcycle with no helmet and have that bitch fly off like it's Looney Tunes in this bitch. No, like you can do it. You can do it. I would wear that shit in a second because I watched a video of a guy and I had no idea he had it, and then he showed that he had it, and I was like, oh shit. And then you look it up. There's a lot of hair systems that work like that. So all I'm saying is
shit though that like
get finasteride, get minoxidil if you're still salvageable. If you're not, go to Turkey, get that shit done, or fucking get a hair system. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you got it.
People are saying embrace the bald, man.
It depends on your head. Look, I can sort of fuck with that, but not fully. Like, there's some people who absolutely pull it off and they look phenomenal with their bald. Well, here's the thing. You got to be bald and a beard. You can't not have the beard. You know
can't just be straight full bald because then you look like you got cancer or some shit.
100%. Cancer, serial killer, like all that. Uncle Fester, the whole shit. Like, just don't do that, right? So if you're bald, if you got a good beard and your head is a good shape for bald, do it. But I'm gonna say that that's only like 35% of the guys in question. Like, I don't have the head shape. I don't have. If I was bald, it wouldn't look good. It just wouldn't look good. It wouldn't work.
So here's my thing. Like, The Rock is bald. He doesn't have any face. I don't know. Does he have a goatee? No, he doesn't have a goatee. He looks fine with no hair, but with hair, he'd look better.
Yes. But he's been bald for so long. We're all used to him being bald. So, like,
yeah,
you know, I get it. And he's also, I don't know, he's jacked enough where, like, he doesn't need the beard because, like, that sort of fills in the masculinity for him. Most guys need the beard to sort of let everybody know, like, yeah, I'm just still masculine over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's really like 35% of guys can get away with it, I'll say, with the baldness. And then bald and no beard that's even smaller. Like 10% can get away with that shit.
Yeah,
you know?
It's a tough one.
But like if you're even possible to hang on, just go get finasteride and minoxidil. You're good. That's it. That's all you need. Finasteride is easy. Minoxidil is easy. Like, you're good. That's all you need. If your shit is okay today, even if you're thinning, even if you're balding a little bit, but you're still not that bad, just get that shit and you're good, bro. That's all. That's the advice I'm giving everybody.
I'm still on the
finasteride.
No, but I'm still on the the finasteride. I'm on that shit heavy. I got my shits here, but I'm still on the team no to the toupee shit, because you're gonna do something. Someone's gonna be like, "Yo, you want to play pickup?" You're like, "Yeah, fuck yeah," and like you're gonna drive to the basket. Someone's gonna like swipe up and fucking flop your shit off, and then you're done for the rest of your life, bro. It's not like that one moment. You could be like, there was a basketball player who, shout out to her, she had a weave. That shit came out in a game. It kind of like that shit ruined her a little bit. And now if you're playing ball and someone knocks your shit off, you're done that game. Like, it's a wrap. Don't even, like, you got to run home. Like someone just pantsed you or some shit. But your own psyche for the rest of your life is like, damn, I was playing ball and my shit flopped off. Like, I can never do. Someone's going to be like, you're going to be driving. Like, me and you were driving, say you got a toupee. I don't know about it. And I'm just like, yo, unlock my window. You mind if I roll this shit down? I roll my window down and the wind hits you at the right angle where it flops off. It's like, I might never talk to you again, bro.
Look, I'll say this. You're in your mind, and I don't blame you for this, because I would react the same way if I didn't look into this shit. But in your brain, you're thinking of like the 1990s toupees, dog. You're thinking of the shits that
like don't match the hair at all.
It looks like you put a fucking mop on your head. Everybody knows it's a toupee. You're not fooling anybody. Like, the new shits are not like that, bro. Like, I got recommended in like YouTube shorts. I got recommended. I went down a rabbit hole and I got recommended the people who do these shits the best, these hair systems the best. Yeah. And you're watching it. And I just thought it was, because I like watching haircut videos sometimes when I'm doing my shit to get like inspiration or whatever. And like I was watching it going, oh damn, that like this person's hair looks dope as fuck. And then you see like, oh wait, it's actually a fucking hair system YouTube short. Like, it's not a haircut thing. It's about the toupee shit. Oh. And like, they glue them shits on the head. So like, low-key, they last a month, like, bro.
Really good.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And like, you see the person without it and you see the person with it and you're like, oh, that's like the best decision of their life. And low-key, what I would tell those dudes is, you're good, but just like, you don't have to share with anybody what it is. Like, you can let them think that's your real hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, just ride it out like it's your real hair.
I'm the opposite there too. I'm like, if you're going to get that shit, tell someone it's like, yo, I got shit in my hair.
Now, you guys know me. I'm like, I'm incapable of being dishonest. Like, I have to tell the truth all the time. Mm-hmm. But if you're somebody who got one of those hair shits and it looks on point, shut the fuck up. Don't say shit. Nobody needs to know shit. They'll be like, hey, Steve, nice haircut. And you're like, thank you. And that's it. Just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
But there's someone out there that knows. So if you're with Steve and like his barber is there at the bar,
man,
and he's
you're
like,
good.
Thanks, man. And then he's got to look at like his barber and be like, shut the fuck up, man. I'm like, hey, don't say shit about my shit.
Nah, I fuck with them, man. I think that they really updated their game, you know?
Yeah, I haven't seen the new shit, but yeah, maybe it'll sway me on like, I've seen a couple videos that
they
like
that
put shit on. Yeah, that like,
and it's too simple a fix. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you go to the place, you get it done. You don't even think about it. You keep it for a month and then go back and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I will say that a good ass haircut can change someone's whole fucking like
100%,
persona.
100%. Yeah. Oh, it's not even close. Like, you can go from it's possible to go from like a 4 out of 10 to like a 8.5 out of 10
Yeah.
just with a haircut like that. 100%.
Yep. Some of the best shit I watch is like when Good Morning America will like do a makeover on someone completely, and it's not even like a haircut, but they'll just like give them a fucking shower, braid their hair, or it is a haircut, and they'll change their like clothes a little bit. But there's this guy I saw on Instagram. He's like a Mexican dude who'll wear like a very Mexican traditional outfit. He'll go around to like homeless people and be like, "Do you want to get a haircut?" And he'll take someone that looks like straight horrible.
Yeah, been on the road for a hot minute. Yeah.
Give them a fresh fade, fuck their shit, like do it all good. And they'll look like a regular ass fucking like ready to walk in, get a job type of shit.
Yeah, no, it's grooming goes a long way. Grooming goes a long motherfucking way, you know?
All right, I got a couple other shits and then we'll get to some super chats, but this was like the worst news to come out of the past couple weeks. Bro, I don't know if you saw this shit.
Taco Bell's lettuce convert. I saw this. I thought Loki,
like all hell breaking out, man.
They're sort of catching strays a little bit though, because Taylor Farms is the actual source, and they do all sorts of shit. Like they're not just Taco Bell's lettuce; they're the fucking like all the pre-made salads at the grocery store.
Oh,
like
really?
They do all those shit.
So someone was just after Taco Bell on this bitch to try and like target pinpointing.
They kind of caught a stray here. Like I'm gonna defend Taco Bell on this. And also in the states where they were affected, they pulled the lettuce off the menu immediately.
Oh,
so,
really?
Like, yeah, so they're like
shit.
They're sort of ahead of it. Yeah, I'm not accepting the Taco Bell slander. Like I feel like Taylor Farms is the problem. Then I don't know if people saw this, but that Taylor Farms company paid MAGA Inc. $1 million in March, and now Taylor Farms released a statement saying, like, oh, the FDA called us to apologize to us, saying it wasn't us that was the parasite. Like, we didn't initiate the parasite. So it's all fucking corruption. Yeah, like they definitely did. And now they're just trying to cover their ass. They were like, hey, this is why we gave you $1 million. You got to lie for us. Because now we can't trust anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, now they just lie about everything.
So where's this Taylor Farms out of? Do you know?
I don't know. I think they have farms all across the country.
Oh, they're all everywhere?
Yeah. I mean, they're a huge company. They do like all the fucking lettuce, you know?
Because I'm not gonna front. I haven't had lettuce in a minute since this shit happened. But I will say Taco Bell catching strays on this shit is not the right brand, because I used to, every time I have a Whopper Jr. from Burger King and get that lettuce on that bitch, straight bathroom that night. So like, I think Burger King is the OG like lettuce source of the diarrhea parasite outbreak, because I maybe dating back the last 2-3 years, I get the trio. So I get a Whopper Jr., I get fries, and I usually maybe get like a chicken sandwich or the chicken fries. The Whopper Jr., that lettuce, because I've isolated it. I've tried all three of the shit separately.
No shit.
It's the Whopper Jr., and I've gotten no lettuce on that shit, and I'm good. So I've switched to a bacon cheeseburger.
Damn.
Now. The lettuce from Burger King, I think, is the real source of this fucking parasite outbreak. And that shit, whatever farm they get their shit from, will turn your butthole into a straight parasite outbreak. It'll turn into some Lindsey Graham shit. You'll have dots all over your bitch. But like Burger King's lettuce, that shit must be from fucking the bad farms, because they've been doing it to people since 88.
Bro, tell me how the other day I had 2 salads. And then that night,
oh, you're fucking up, bro.
That night, Crystal was like, yeah, you know that like the lettuce is the problem. I was like, hey, yo, what? I just had 2 salads. That's crazy. But I was good. I was fine. Nothing happened.
Oh, okay, good. Because that's bold. Like, because if in the back of your mind, if you still knew that the lettuce, because I was at like, I went to like a World Cup watch party shit, and I had a VIP pass to like go into the lounge and eat all the food and shit, and they had Caesar salad as one of the sections, and the shit looked banging. And I fuck with Caesar salad. And literally the guy behind the counter was he was cool. I was like, is this that parasite shit, bro? He was like, nah, this lettuce comes from California. Like, you're good. I was like, I'm gonna trust you. So I ate it. I was good, low key, but like everyone is second guessing eating some lettuce shit right now. So respect to you for fucking downing two salads.
Well, I was gonna say, you can get a mean ass fucking discount on some fucking salad right now. Like you probably can get 30% off that bitch, because
good point.
Yeah, nobody's buying it. Supply and demand is dictating that like that shit's got to be less expensive now.
But I feel like this shit goes in waves. Like I remember Boar's Head, like something happened with one of their factories and people
Oh yeah,
boycotted.
people died. I think 9 people died from listeria, an outbreak of listeria. I think it was. And
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a bunch of people were hospitalized.
I think it
Dozens
was
of
like
people
in the
were hospitalized.
Carolinas or some shit is like where their main factory was or something. But people still like Boar's Head is still the elite deli meat, you know?
I know it's just it's all because they fucking defunded.
Is that
Like
it's the JFK or
yeah,
JFK?
RFK. Yeah, it's RFK. It's Trump. It's fucking Elon. Like they destroyed the FDA. They destroyed like the CDC and HHS and like all the shit the government does that we didn't have to think about back in the day. Like, oh, the food that I'm about to eat is healthy and safe. And I know it's safe because it's been fucking checked. And it's like, actually, no, we got rid of the people that check the shit. And so now it's just like you're rolling the dice every time, bro. People need to go back and read Upton Sinclair, The Jungle. I think we had to read that in school. It's about the meat industry and how like disgusting it fucking was. We're right back to that bitch. There's no safety people. There's no regulations. They're letting them go wild. Trump greenlit the fucking glyphosate, using glyphosate all over the place. That shit's going to give us all cancer. And they're using it on like all the food we eat. Fuck. You know, like, yeah, these people are fucking psychos, dog. They just let businesses do whatever the fuck they want. They don't care.
Oh. Yeah, the lettuce shit is wild. So you're on team, like you'll still fuck up a salad if you see one in that bitch?
So I was on team, I would still fuck up a salad. And then I was like, yeah, I'll take a little break. And I'm still taking a break right now. But Crystal went from being on team, I'm not going to eat it, to just now Crystal sort of flipped her opinion to like, we're good. Like, just fucking eat the salad. And I was like, so I'm kind of in the middle right now, but I'll probably go back to salads because I was eating a lot of those before, man. And it was good. It's like, you know, you feel like, I don't feel like I'm gaining weight. I feel like it has a good effect on my body and shit, you know?
Yeah, I'm not going to front. Like, I never really, my tacos at Taco Bell, I don't really eat I don't get, I'm trying to think. Do my soft tacos have lettuce in it? Sometimes they do, I think.
Do they? I don't think they do. Maybe they do.
It might be, no, I think it's cheese and lettuce and like the beef.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But people front like all these fast food places like Subway. They told us that there was like rubber tires in the meat in the bread and shit like that. Like,
yeah, there was
an ingredient front like the lettuce is bad because it's like bad lettuce. Like,
I mean, it's always been the case though that like the healthy shit, the fresh produce shit, is the shit that gives people food poisoning the most.
Yeah,
like it's kind of ironic, right? Because like if you eat a bunch of Oreos, you're not going to get food poisoning from that shit. But in the long run, it's not good for you to eat a lot of Oreos.
Right.
Whereas if you eat a lot of salad or fresh fruits, you might get food poisoning in the short run, but in the long run, you're going to be way healthier because that's actually good for your body. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a catch-22, you know?
Yeah, it's a good point. They're like, yeah, these the shit grows out of the ground, but the horses that are on that farm took shits all over that stuff. So like, look out for the manure on your fucking whatever grows out of the ground, strawberries or some shit.
I just need to not know where any of my food comes from because I'm one of those people that like if I see how it's actually made, I would just never be hungry again. You know, I'm just I just got to be like that. I just got to put it out of sight, out of mind. You know,
I gave up on salads because we were in where were we? We were in I went with Jed to, I think it was in DR. We went up to the buffet and they had lettuce. And I got mad lettuce and I was eating that shit. And I looked really closely and the lettuce was green and there was this like little like bug like crawling on the lettuce and shit. And I was like, I'm never eating lettuce ever again. And Jed was like housing that shit. Like he'll eat fucking, like he ate dog food once because it was in someone's fridge. But like I gave up on lettuce after a while after that shit. And there's like a time period that passes where I go back to it. But this shit is kind of throwing me off a little bit where like everything I've ordered recently, I'm like, nah, no fucking greens on that bitch.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you, man.
All right, I got like one more thing. I just wanted to quickly apologize to the fucking Michael Jackson movie because I shit on that shit, but apparently that shit did really well.
It becomes first $1 billion one. What did you say? Like, oh, it's like
I just thought it was gonna be a flop. I thought nobody was gonna see this shit.
And now it's like fucking, #1 of all time.
It's like the most famous movie ever. All right, fucking rapid fire. Is this shit true?
Somebody made a statue. I don't know where the fuck it is though, but somebody made a statue. Somebody said the Charlie Kirk statue looks better than the Dwayne Wade statue and better than the Ronaldo statue, which is true, and that's kind of wild, bro. They fucked up Dwayne Wade. Oh, dinky. They fucked him up hard.
A lot of the statues that were done, the Ronaldo shit was really bad. Like the face on his shit was fucking horrendous.
Oh my God.
But the thing about the Dwayne Wade shit was like He approved it. They said he saw it like
Oh
a week before,
no.
like while they were building it, and was like, "Yeah,
Oh
that's me."
no. Oh no. Dwayne, wait, it looks nothing like him. Oh my days.
All right, last thing I got before we get to super chats is this
I'll
shit
take
right
a
here.
piss real quick. Florida's Palm Beach Airport renamed for Trump. Yeah, bro, I talked about this on my show. Dog, he's going for it. He's trying to put his name on everything, bro. I'm not kidding. He put his face on the fucking passport. Did you see that?
Yeah, and that's real, right?
Yes, he's putting his face on a coin. He put his face on a passport. He put his signature on the money.
Yeah.
He tried to put his name on the Kennedy Center, but they forcibly took that bitch down.
Try to get his face on a bill.
He tried to get his face on a bill. He wants his face on Mount Rushmore. He wanted to give himself like the Congressional Medal of Honor or some shit. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, it's embarrassing, bro. It is genuinely embarrassing, you know?
Yeah. So the fact that like George Bush has a shit in Texas, the airport named after him. I think it's the first George Bush.
Probably the first one, yeah, because he's dead. Yeah. Fucking they don't do this when they're alive or when they're still fucking president. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's mental.
Yeah.
You know, like at the same time they're doing this, by the way, the state of Florida is also trying to do the death penalty for pedophiles. And it's so ironic because Trump is a pedophile and they're putting him on a fucking airport.
The fact that like nobody talked about, what did he pay? $5 million to the lady that he raped or something like that, and no one even spoke about
Facts,
that shit.
Yeah, E. Jean Carroll. All the courts were like, yeah, you got to pay her. Like, there's no way out of this. And the Supreme Court didn't even want to hear the case. They threw it out. So like the lower court ruling stood. And yeah, he paid her and barely mentioned, bro. Barely fucking mentioned. We talked about it. I talked about it on the show, but it's barely fucking mentioned.
All right, you got to pee, and then we'll get to some super chats.
Yeah. Let me take a pitch real quick. Then we'll get to super chats.
Yeah, this one was wild. They told me that he's getting a fucking airport, and like it didn't surprise me. But I guess people who live there probably voted for Trump and like Trump anyway, so they're probably happy they changed the name of it. I think it has been in Bush International Airport since Bush was alive. When he said that George Bush died, I kind of forgot about that. But yeah, we'll get to some super chats in a second. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could fly into another airport, but if they have cheap prices, it's like Spirit Airlines. Like, I'll still use that shit. Oh. This person said they would fly into a different airport and then drive.
I would fly to another airport and drive. Yeah, totally. Absolutely, dog.
All right.
Mohi, thanks for the $10, bro. Spain beating Argentina is political poetic justice. The Mamdani effect. Free Palestine. Spain beat pro-Israel, pro-genocide, pro-authoritarian Argentina with all the refs pro-Argentina bias calls. Yeah, man. I mean, as soon as I saw Trump wanted Argentina to win, Netanyahu wanted Argentina to win, Ben Gvir, who's like the worst of the worst, he wanted Argentina. I was like, okay, now I have to fucking root for Spain. And they won. They pulled it off. But like Corin was saying, man, like, Trump actually has a curse effect. Like, I actually think that shit is real. He's got this horrible
Drake
energy.
Was the same.
Totally. Drake posted that he bet a shitload of money on Argentina winning. Like, it's that curse effect. It's real, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who was it? I think it was Tucker, actually, and I hate him on everything, but he made a point where he's like, why does everybody around Trump get sick? Why do they always, like, get cancer? Everybody around Trump is always, like, there's always issues with them, and it's because he gives off this, like, evil fucking energy, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool to see them lose. And also at the end of the match, like, Argentina started, like,
they were being assholes. Yeah,
like,
fuck
grimy. Them. Like, Spain played their best the whole World Cup. They were the best team. They deserved to win that
totally.
Shit.
They were on offense most of the game, you know?
Argentina didn't get one shot on goal.
That's crazy. And there were, like, I think 11 shots on goal from Spain. So
yep.
Mohi, thanks again, man. I'm glad DSA candidate Troy Jackson seems to be the heir apparent to Plattner. He has similar policies, but I don't know about his methods to achieve those policies. Will he fight establishment Dems and leadership like Plattner would? It's a great question, bro. I mean, I don't know. If I had to guess, I would say he probably would. He was a Bernie endorsed candidate when he run for, I think it was governor before. And he's actually, Plattner was never in DSA, whereas Troy Jackson is in DSA. So that's also like kind of a good sign right there. So I don't know, but my guess would be that he's going to be good. He's going to be decent. So that's a positive thing for sure.
Thanks, Mohit. Oh, sorry.
Let the joyous news be spread. Thanks for the $5, Kyle. You looked amazing in the sleeveless Nike tank for Secular Talk Car Series 13 days ago. Why do you suffer with a suit in studio otherwise? Well, I've always done like at least a button-down shirt, like a business shirt and a jacket, like a sport coat or whatever the fuck, blazer. I've always done that. And then, every now and then I throw on a tie. So I don't know. I like to look somewhat professional when I'm doing the show, just because I don't know. I feel like it's important to give off even though I'm like sort of making jokes and being sort of wacky sometimes, like we're talking about serious ass shit, So I feel like I'm sort of in the same spirit as like a Jon Stewart type thing where, I want to dress like that. I don't want to be giving everybody tickets to the gun show and showing my tattoos and shit while I'm talking about like tax policy and foreign policy. It just seems like not the right time. I only do that on like Fridays or when I'm in the car or whatever, when I want to get something off there quickly. But most of the time I'm, obviously most of the videos I'm dressed nice.
And we're stopping at 11:30, so get everything in now, so don't come at me.
That guy Jack, thanks for the $5. Earwig alert. These midterms are about to be like that Eiffel 65 song.
Blue, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, ba-da-ba-dee. I knew that because we used to play that shit all the time for Knicks. Love that song.
True. As long as it's fucking free and fair. We'll see if they seat us after we win. Mohi, thanks again, man. Also, as a fellow Indian American, I can't stand corporate sellout Neera Tanden smearing all populist left politicians. I used to want to work at CAP, the Center for American Progress, and admired her when I was in college 15 years ago. Yeah, man. People don't know this. The Center for American Progress used to be kind of goated. I mean, they ran Think Progress, which was their like news thing, and they had a lot of great stories. Like early Secular Talk used a lot of shit from Think Progress. And then, Neera sort of ran that shit into the ground. They stopped doing Think Progress completely. Sort of horrible. Like that was actually sort of a horrible thing that happened. But yeah, she's pretty shitty. She's reliably always for the worst possible Democrats. So screw her.
Thanks, Mohit.
Wes Nelson, thanks for the $10. Read this in Trump's voice. I was so happy to see Argentina dominate and win the World Cup. And it was great to see the Odyssey flop at the box office. The woke mind virus is being cured by Trump. Thank you, Wes. And yes, that is, I feel like he would say shit like that.
I don't know who it was. It was some high up in Argentina's like thing, like had a auto tweet ready to go. You see this? And it was like congratulating them on their victory.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like, this dude forgot to fucking delete his congratulatory tweet.
Chase's Nightmares, thanks for the $10. Kyle, will the vetting process for candidates be different? Plattner had many red flags to him, like working for Blackwater, and his Reddit post about him killing, and I felt y'all chose to ignore it. Will the vetting process for candidates be different? I'm not sure what that means. Obviously I don't do any vetting for candidates, so I'm not in a position to vet any candidates. Plattner took off, man. Like, he just took off. The voters of Maine wanted him, and they picked him, and like, it is what it is. And the reason why he was so exciting to so many people is because he was talking about Medicare for all. He was talking about taxing the rich. He was talking about the Epstein class. He was talking about cutting off the weapons to Israel. He was talking about the Iran war, ending the Iran war. So, I mean, when somebody organically takes off like that, it doesn't matter like how your vetting goes or whatever. Like politics oftentimes is about how people feel. Yeah, how people feel. Somebody pops off. You go like, holy shit, that happened, right? Like with Trump on the right, he popped off. Like any sort of objective vetting standards would have immediately axed him on the right, but he ended up rising through the ranks. And similar thing sort of happened with Plattner on the left. And so, people could have whatever sort of like official processes in place that they want, but if the voters overwhelmingly pick somebody, they pick somebody, and so it is what it is. So no, I think going forward, if people are charismatic and they represent the right things, they're probably going to win. And I still think people will probably continue to overlook things that might be red flags if the person's saying the right things and is charismatic enough. I think that's just human nature.
Thanks, Chase.
Wes, thanks for the $5. Love seeing Rory call Bryson out on his BS at the Open Championship this weekend. Dude is nothing but a MAGA simp attention seeker. Corin, did you see that Bryson was threatening to call Donald Trump?
No, I didn't see that.
You
did
didn't
he
see
really
this?
do that?
Yeah, so for people who didn't follow this, Bryson DeChambeau, like either inadvertently or on purpose, improved his lie when he was in long grass at the Open Championship.
He was like trying to stomp or something like that.
Yeah.
So like,
yes, he in like a number of ways he tried to like get the grass to go down a little bit to give himself a better swing path. And so the RNA gave him a penalty, and then he was arguing his case like, no, I didn't do that. Like, I shouldn't get the penalty, whatever. The RNA was like, fuck you, we're giving you a penalty. And then apparently when they were going back and forth, at one point he said, I'm going to call Trump. Because knowing Trump got the Balogun fucking penalty overturned. But like, here's the thing. FIFA and Trump are in cahoots. Like, they're corrupt together. They're in business together. The RNA's got doesn't give a fuck about Trump. They've hated Trump for a long time. Trump has like tried to fuck up the Open rotation, bought Turnberry out from underneath them, which is a course that the Open happened at. It doesn't anymore because Trump now owns it and they hate Trump.
They got no loyalty to him.
They got no. So he could, if anything, that'll just make him want to do the penalty more. That he's like, oh, I'm going to call Trump. Also, what a spoiled fucking brat.
Yeah, you're going to call him over a one-stroke penalty?
Like this, we got 7 fucking wars going on, and we got gas prices out of control, and Donald Trump's supposed to call the RNA to say remove the penalty on Bryson. Which,
What's crazy is like that's something that Trump would probably handle.
He would do that shit because he's fucking psycho, but the RNA would just tell him to kick rocks too because they're not under his spell like the fucking like FIFA is, you know. And also, if you watch the video, just ask somebody who is a golfer, you watch that video and like, yeah,
clearly he's trying to improve his.
He deserved that. Yes, he deserved that penalty. He deserved that penalty. He was trying to knock it down. At first, I thought, maybe not, but then I saw every angle of it, and I was like, no. Actually, 2 separate times he really walked in a way where it was very obvious he was trying to like pat down the grass a little bit.
I saw it was one funny video, like he had a weed whacker and was
yeah, I did. I saw a bunch of memes with him doing that shit.
What a child though, bro.
I know. And shout out to Rory. Rory, hit me up, man. Let's go play some leisurely golf, bro. I know that his politics leans left, so if Rory's a fan, hit me up, dog. Would love to play golf with you.
That would be amazing.
Super cool. The Grand Regent, Viltrum, thanks for the $10. I can see the future. I see fire, mayhem, and upheaval in the late 2020s. Something I don't know. I don't know what will make our society explode like a nuke. The 2030s and 2040s, however, are going to be very bright. That's terrifying, and also probably true. Yeah, I mean, it's unavoidable. Like, we can't continue on the same path, right? Like, there's obviously going to be a lot of serious problems because the market's going to crash. We can't get gas anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but AI's trying to take everybody's job. Either it's all bullshit and the AI bubble bursts, or AI is real and it actually takes everybody's job. But either way, we're fucked. So, like, something bad is going to happen. I agree with that part for sure. I don't know when, though.
Thanks, Viltrum.
Thanks again, Grand Regent Viltrum, for the $10. Kyle, you have been predicting apocalyptic oil shortages, food shortages, a global depression, and a ground invasion of Iran for months now, and nothing has happened. Dave Rubin levels of rawness. That is completely insane for you to say. Because, number one, it is happening right now. Like, they're on their, 7th day straight of bombing for 7 hours straight, and they're hitting all sorts of civilian infrastructure. So I've definitely been right about that. Now, the thing that happened next, I said on my show, either it's going to be a ground invasion or they're going to try to take, like, Karg Island or Keshem Island, one of the, any of the oil important islands that are over there. And you can fucking bet on that because it's not me saying it. It's Robert Pape saying it, who writes a great Substack and talks about this thing called the escalation trap, which is Trump has no way out now. And now negotiations and diplomacy is not going to work because we already broke our word like 4 different times. So why the fuck would Iran even want to make a deal with us at all anyway? And so Trump thinks the only way out for me is to just like physically take control of the strait. And you would need either a ground invasion or to take those islands in order to do it. And so, as I said on the show today, also, we're 43 days out from blowing through the strategic oil reserve completely. And so Strait of Hormuz is shut. Bab el-Mandeb is now shut, which is the other strait that the oil and gas comes out of. And we're out of our strategic oil reserve in 43 days. So when all of that happens, you will look at $6 a gallon gasoline in the U.S. or even $7 a gallon gasoline in the U.S.
Going up, yeah.
And when that happens, that's serious trouble. That's very serious trouble. Now, I was wrong on one thing, though. Oil shortage, like having a shortage and rationing, I was wrong on, for the simple reason that it is true. I looked this up, and it is true that most of what we use in this country actually comes from this region. So like North American oil and gas. And so we don't actually directly use the strait. So we'll still have gas, but since it's a global marketplace, it still affects the price. The fact that Hormuz is shut, Bab el-Mandeb is shut, it still affects the price. So our price will go to $6 or $7 a gallon. And that's like fucking terrible. That is like economic collapse type shit.
100%. People can't pay that shit.
And the reason why we've, sort of skated to this point is because of all the market manipulation that Trump is doing. Like, if Trump goes out there every other day and acts like, we're about to make a deal, everything's great now, the strait's open, I control the strait, the idiots who invest in the marketplace think like, oh, great, so then the price goes down. But like, it's not actually based on the reality of the supply that we have. right? Like eventually the reality of the lack of the supply catches up and smacks people across the face. And that's coming soon. So I'm considering whether or not I should ban you for saying Dave Rubin levels of wrongness, because that honestly is the most fucking disgusting and incorrect thing I've ever read in my life. When I was right every step of the way, I called the Venezuela shit before that bitch happened. I called the Iran shit before that bitch happened. I told you that the memorandum of understanding was basically fucking toilet paper and the U.S. was not going to agree to it and Israel was not going to abide by it. I told you all of that shit. I was right about all that shit. But because we're not already at $7 a gallon gasoline, I'm wrong when we're eventually going to get there. Like, oh, please, man, you better watch yourself. In fact,
oil's fucked up, food's fucked up, and it's fucking global depression. So I would say that shit is 3 for 3 right there.
Yeah, to be fair, the global recession or depression is coming, and the $6 or $7 a gasoline is coming. And either the ground invasion or taking the islands are coming. So all of those things will be proven correct with time. And I already think you haven't given me sufficient credit for the fact that I told everybody the MOU was bullshit, and other people were acting. People I know were like, oh yeah, thankfully we got the MOU. And so like the strait's going to open up. And I was like, are you fucking crazy? There's no way the strait's going to open up. And I was 100% right about that shit. It was open for 7 seconds, and then immediately got shut back down. Okay. So you get that's strike one. If strike two, you're out this bitch. I'm not even giving you 3, bro. I'm not even giving you 3. That's fucked up. Dave Rubin levels of wrongness? Are you fucking kidding me?
You heard it. You need an apology back in that bitch. What are you
doing in our chat? Dave Rubin levels of wrongness? Fuck you. That's disgusting, bro. What is wrong with you? That's embarrassing, dog. For real. Time Bannon, thanks for the $20. I've heard people say they don't believe America is ready for a woman president, but Trump's second term has been so bad, I don't think it'll matter in 2028. Just like Bush's second term was so bad, America took a chance on a black man named Barack Hussein Obama. His middle name is Hussein, at a time when we were fighting a war with a guy who had the last name Hussein.
Yeah.
So that showed you, and this is what happens when you give Republicans total control. The reaction of the American voter is like, I will literally take any Democrat with a pulse. That's how they think. Because they go, anything but this is better. Like, anything but this is better. And so, yeah, I agree. I don't think it'll matter. So whoever wins the primary, the real election in 2028 is the primary. Because whoever wins the general, it's going to be the Democrat. Like, so the primary is like the real election. But again, that all relies on them not trying to steal it, which they probably will. So
yeah,
that's
thanks.
a whole separate conversation. But thanks you, Time
Bandit.
Adam King, thanks for the $5. Happy birthday, Corin. That's right. July 15th, everybody. By the way, I told everybody to subscribe to your channel on your birthday. I hope you saw.
I saw that. I saw a big bump. Yeah,
all right, that's
thank you, bro.
Love that.
Shout out to I saw that today. I was like, Kyle must have fucking put some shit out.
I said it's a great birthday thing for Corin is everybody go subscribe to him and they fucking listen. So shout out to you guys, man.
Thank you, bro.
Happy birthday, Corin. Besides the windmill and Eminem takes, you're an absolute legend. And GOAT. To Kyle, happy a nation with pro-Palestinian socialist leader won the World Cup. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I told everybody, I was rooting for Mexico and Brazil early on in the World Cup because Mexico has Claudia Sheinbaum, Brazil has Lula, and they did okay, but they unfortunately got knocked out. When Mexico lost, I was surprised because they lost at their fucking field.
Yeah.
That was surprising to me. And I was surprised when Brazil lost too, to be honest. But I'm happy Spain won, though. Spain is a good third one to win, for sure.
Yeah. Spain was, like I said, I think Spain was clear the best team. I still ride with my shit. Those windmills are kind of useless. And Eminem, he can kick rocks. Thank you, though.
He's not a fan of Eminem. He's a fan of Deminem. Deminem is his best friend. See him right here.
M&M's I like, the peanut butter and jelly shits.
Adam King, thanks for the $5 from a fan culture and sporting perspective. Has watching the World Cup change y'all's view of soccer? Do y'all see yourselves following the sport more? I definitely enjoyed it. I definitely loved it. Although I don't know, like, I don't see myself religiously following MLS, for example. Like, I don't think I do that. And I don't think I have, like, the channels or the packages I would need to buy in order to watch whatever the European League is. So, if anything, my takeaway from this is I will definitely watch the World Cup every time the World Cup happens.
Facts.
Not that, like, I'll watch other soccer type things, you know?
Yeah, I saw a video that was like, Americans could stop pretending they like soccer now and get back to the Knicks winning the championships this summer. I've always said, I feel like the European soccer leagues are too fucking complex to follow, and there's like delegation and all this shit. So like, yeah, I'm good on soccer until the World Cup comes around.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And by the way, on the golf front, I watch a lot of golf. On the golf front, they got to move the PGA Championship back to August. They moved that shit earlier in the year now.
Yeah.
And so now the majors are done for the year now. Like, they're done. There used to be a major in August. Now there's no major in August.
Oh,
so
really?
Now we got to wait all the way to fucking April to get the next golf major.
Curious, why did they change the schedule on that? Any reason?
I don't think they wanted to compete with football. or other sports. And so that's why they were like, let's just fucking wrap the major season up like in July. But like, it's too condensed, man. Like the majors are so condensed now.
I actually did notice that. I was like, it seems like there's
good.
a major every fucking month now.
Yeah, it's like it goes from April to now to July, mid-July, and then that's it. And it's like, fuck that. I want some shit in fucking, you know, like they have the playoffs, but those aren't as interesting as the fucking majors, you know?
No.
So, Adam King, thanks for the $5. What are y'all's best sports predictions y'all have made? Oh, definitely the Knicks. We predicted that win. I confidently told my friends back in December that Spain will win the World Cup. Stuck by it, and here we are. Me and Corin did that same shit with the Knicks winning the NBA championship.
We have video of that shit.
We did it on this podcast. We said it was going to be Spurs versus Knicks in the finals.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Knicks were going to win, and we got it. So our only fuck ups, we predicted the Nuggets would go further than they did because we thought they'd get out of the first round. And maybe we predicted one other thing wrong.
Like the Timberwolves or some shit or some shit. Yeah, but the main shit we got right, which was tough,
but most of the shit. Like if we had placed bets on the bracket that we used, we were walking away with money for Dorsky.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And Adam clearly is a Barcelona fan in his default photo there, so it's like it was easy for us to predict the Knicks because we were Knicks fans. So like it might have been easier for you to predict Spain because you're a Barcelona fan. So but it was a good prediction.
Yeah, that's true on both counts. Christopher Davis, thanks for the $5. Kyle, would you have XCI agent John Kiriakou on KKF? He's been blowing up recently, and it'd be cool to see him talk to more people on the left. Maybe. I don't know enough about him. I don't know. I'm a little skeptical of like the former CIA thing. It's like, are you really former?
Really? People front on that shit?
Well, I feel like they're still currently with like once CIA, always CIA type shit. And it's like, what's your angle? Like, why are you saying all this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. I have to look more into him. I'm not quite sure. I don't really know what he stands for or anything. Reflector, thanks for the $5. Happy birthday, Corin. While you were away, Kyle did back-to-back bison pussy-induced acrobatics and flood-produced snake wave videos. What'll it be next time you are on holiday?
What videos did you do?
Back-to-back bison pussy-induced acrobatics and flood-produced snake wave videos. I don't know what any of those fucking words mean, dog.
Neither do I, but next I'm not on holiday for a while, man. Actually I'm going to Point Pleasant, New Jersey, with Gary.
Oh, when are you doing
family.
When's that?
That is in August at some point.
That's awesome, bro. I like Point Pleasant. My dad took us there when we were kids, and it was
really
fun. Yeah, Point Pleasant. Yeah.
Oh, you went to all the shit. I've never been to any of these places, but like it's kind of cool. They have like
you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
It's literally like close to where the Jersey Shore was shot.
Yeah, it's right on that like strip. So yeah, we went last year. It was awesome, and Gary rented a house, and he's doing it again. So it's gonna be dope.
Yeah, nice ass boardwalk and shit. We just went to Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, and that shit was really nice too. It's very similar.
Same thing, like boardwalk and games and shit.
Yeah, boardwalk, beach, games, the whole shit. Yeah,
Love
it was fun. Noah, thanks for the $10. Kyle, curious if you've heard about Troy Jackson. Used to work in Maine politics, and that guy's the man. Been a Bernie ally since day one, super pro-labor, and sort of Maine's version of Richard Ojeda. Yes, so that basically what you laid out is what I knew of him. I knew he was a Bernie delegate. I knew he was endorsed by Bernie. I know he just lost the governor thing not that long ago. But yeah, I mean, if I had to pick anybody to replace Plattner of the options, 100% I was going with this guy. And it was good to see that at this like convention that they slapped together at the last second, this is the direction that I think it was the Plattner people who made it happen, right? All the people who supported Plattner, got him across the finish line. They're the ones who mobilized and were like, okay, now we want Troy and we're going to get Troy. And so shout out to them for doing the work to get Troy. And yeah, man, I'm just happy it's him and it's not, there were a couple options that were like not good. So anyway, love to see it.
Thanks, Noah.
Jones, thanks for the $10. I went looking for a list of everything stupid, corrupt, and illegal Trump has done. A comprehensive list doesn't exist. Is there someone keeping track? Does anyone care where the journal is? I mean, honestly, I hate to say it, but if you ask any of the fucking AI programs, they'd probably give you a decent list.
That's a good point.
Because there's so many of these things are very like highly publicized, well-known shits. But honestly, I have like lists of this shit, and nobody has a better list than I do because I'm from day one, like I'll write that bitch down and keep that bitch in rotation
on all of it
on the show. Yeah. So, but I'm telling you, it really is the case that unfortunately all the AI things will give you a decent.
I'm surprised out of all the websites that people have of like all these shit, there isn't that like everything Trump has done illegal, website.com or something like that.
There kind of is. There also is. Crystal told me about this. I forget who did it, but there was a thing of like all of the corruption stuff that somebody slapped together.
Oh, really?
That's even more comprehensive than my list. So I forget who did it, though. I wish I could remember.
Yeah, but to your point, though, it's like you can kind of just put that shit into fucking AI and it'll tell you all the shit.
They'll tell you at least like 10, 20, 30 of the things. There's so many. It's so crazy.
There's so many.
I know. Scheistermeister, thanks for the $5. Fitting that the country that Trump called losers because they didn't allow the U.S. to use its bases after we started the war won the World Cup. That is true. It's fucking glorious. It's fucking glorious. He really is the problem, man. Like there's a reverse effect when he just curses sports teams that he says he likes, you know?
Everything. Him and Drake, like I said, Drake.
True.
Drake, I don't know when it started, but he had McGregor winning. He bet on. Oh, motherfucker broke his knee in like a half a second.
He was done in less than a second.
I didn't watch that shit, but the next day I saw it and I was like, that can't be real. And it was fucking real.
You could post the whole fight on Twitter and it would just be like 3 seconds, you know?
It's so sad when that shit happens because that's been a lot of UFC fights lately. It's just the Ronda Rousey shit was like 0.4 seconds. She came out and but the Trump curse is real, man. If he fucking bets on your team or calls your team or was showing up for your team,
run for the hills.
You're fucking fucked.
Run for the fucking hills. Adam, thanks for the $5. 2026 World Cup in NBA terms. Spain is the 04 Pistons. Argentina is the 2018 Cavs. England is the 2025 Knicks. France is the 2019 Bucks. Norway is the 2020 Nuggets. Paraguay is team of Draymond. All right, that's kind of funny.
Sure.
Appreciate those comparisons. Metalhead Matt, thanks for the $5. Western civilization includes enlightenment values of rationalism, liberty, democracy, and equality, e.g., science, pluralism, civil rights, secularism, and international law. Or it's just sort of used as a dog whistle for white countries. That's sort of how it's used these days, is like, we're protecting Western civilization from the hordes of barbarians. It's like, what they mean is, let's keep brown people out and let's have white people in. So yeah, if you're like steel manning the idea of Western civilization, that's what I would say as a steel man. But I do think the way it's used today is a lot more nefarious than that. But shout out to you, bro.
Thanks, Matt.
Worgenman, thanks for the $20. The point of crime and punishment is that it's necessary to prevent society from being overrun by crime, whether personal, corporate, or governmental. It shouldn't be out of revenge or hatred of criminals. Yeah, I mean, that's like the core of criminal justice is like, we need to make sure we hold society together. And to do that, you need rules that are established and enforced and followed. And so for sure. And yeah, I mean, look, I'm big on rehabilitation wherever it's possible, but I'm also well aware that in some cases it's not really fucking possible, and sometimes you need punishment. And, like the Trump fucking family needs to be punished. They don't need to be rehabilitated. There's no rehabilitating them,
Thanks,
Workman, thanks for the $10. People like Jesus, Muhammad, and Buddha are right that we should try to help wrongdoers to change. Doing violence out of duty and not out of vengeance is best. True, but like I said, that's possible in some percentage of cases. I just wouldn't say it's possible in all cases. It is possible to take the rehabilitation mindset too far, in my opinion, where like you try to rehabilitate people who are just not interested in that. You know what I'm saying? People like V-Man, thanks for the $10. Last live stream, you asked me how I feel about the tax incentives in Puerto Rico for wealthy outsiders. Well, considering Beck of them, because of them, Puerto Rico's real gross national GNP is 4.4% smaller than it was in 2014. I hate them. Damn, that's wild. Yeah, well, there you go. I always thought it was kind of bullshit, those tax incentives for rich people in Puerto Rico. Try to get like wealthy white Americans to go to Puerto Rico and they just sort of like...
Oh, just get a tax break?
Yeah, they get like, they have to pay like next to nothing in taxes. That's why a bunch of like libertarian bros went there.
I think Jake Paul and his brother were out there or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think they were. And then they were shit talking Puerto Rico or shit talking Bad Bunny. And it's like, you fucking idiots. What are you doing?
Thanks, V-Man.
Asha Nayugan, thanks for the $5. Catastrophic floods and wildfires and Lady G's death while Corin was gone. Coincidence? Kyle, you see the DOJ is targeting Sean Fain. # Yellowstone Bison 2028. I did see they're targeting Sean Fain. I also saw they released some shit on Cuba where they were like calling out Hassan and calling out Code Pink. And yeah, they're getting creepy with it, bro. Like fucking Stephen Miller's giving this speech where he's like, we got to target the left and we got to fucking take down all the left-wing criminal networks. And it's like, you're just going to go after any left-wing group in the country, aren't you? Like you're doing new McCarthyism. I think they like positively cited McCarthyism in the piece. And it's like, sorry, that's not going to fucking work anymore. Like nobody fucking fears you. The whole country's left-wing right now. They hate seeing what you're doing,
Who's Lady G? Not Lady Gaga,
Lindsey Graham.
right?
Lindsey Graham.
Oh, they call
Says
him
Lady
Lady
Graham's death. Yeah, like Lady Graham, they call him.
Oh,
For obvious reasons.
yeah,
In defense of the genre, thanks for the $5. I write this with all love and appreciation, Kyle. Shouldn't we be doing a better job in general with holding this L in the form of Plattner? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? What does that mean to say hold this L in the form of Plattner? They won. He's gone. That's it. We move on. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want, to set up a tribunal and have people cry in front of you and say that they're worthless pieces of shit? What does that actually mean? It doesn't mean anything, right? Like, it's funny. People have guilty consciences over this. I don't at all. But if you are a candidate who is ride or die for Medicare for all, ride or die for free college, ride or die for making the minimum wage a living wage, ride or die for raising taxes on the rich, ride or die for calling out the billionaire Epstein class, ride or die for ending the illegal wars, ride or die for cutting off money to Israel, like, I'm going to fucking ride for you, and I'm going to be totally fucking unapologetic about that. And if some instances it doesn't fucking work out, all right, tough cookies, but we wake up the next day and we keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what this self-flagellation shit is. It's very weird. It's very bizarre. And I honestly, if I'm being serious, I feel like it's one of the main problems with lefties in general, is they love to do this fucking self-flagellation shit. Oh, I'm such a bad... Oh, I fucked up. Oh, I'm so... Like, fuck that. Who cares? Wake up, move on, try to make the world a better place. That's what we got to do. There's going to be no fucking holding L's and fucking crying in a circle. It's not going to happen.
That's what, yeah. You heard it. So you hold this L, motherfucker. I'm just kidding.
My advice is the opposite. Don't hold this L. Fucking keep it moving and try to make the world a better place.
Facts.
Adam King, thanks for the $5. Seattle Socialist Mayor Katie Wilson, Seahawks win Super Bowl, New York City Socialist Mayor Mamdani, Knicks win NBA Finals, Spain Socialist PM Pedro, Spain wins World Cup.
You're right about that.
Is that a sign, bro? Is that a sign of more of what's to come? Because it might just be. It might just be. Metalhead Matt, thanks again, bro. Being pompous carries risk, as Emma V said. There were definitely red flags for Plattner, and it's professionally embarrassing. Leftists can be frat bro grapists too. Okay, but again, to what ends? What does any of this matter? It's done. It's over, bro. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. They won. It's over. It's a wrap. He's gone. Troy Jackson is in. That's the end of the conversation. You know, like, it is what it is. And I'm going to be totally unapologetic. The next leftist that comes along and says all the right shit and is actually going to fight for the right shit, I'm going to ride just as fucking hard for them. And if I get a W, I get a W. If I get an L, I get an L. I don't really care. It's not really about me. It's about what we're doing to try to fix this country. Keith Black, thanks for the $5. Ever feel like you're running on pure spite? I don't know if this place can be saved, but I refuse to let it burn without a fight. Spite can be a very powerful thing, my friend. It can be a very powerful thing. And I think it's fueling like 70% of the country right now. But you know what? Like, whatever we need in order to get our asses in gear to try to fix this thing. But yeah, we need radical solutions because we're in hell right now. There's no doubt about that. Thank you, bro, for the $5.
Thanks, Keith.
SE Truth, thanks for the $10. Between Trump rigging 2028 and Plattner, we have to stop putting our trust and energy in elections. Power attracts people who shouldn't have it, and the fascists are prepared for us to vote harder. We protect us. Well, I don't know what that means, but I would definitely disagree with the like anti-electoral thing there. It's a necessity to put energy in elections, right? Like, if we don't put any energy in elections, that's exactly what they want. And then they continue to win in perpetuity and they get to do whatever the fuck they want to us. So whatever other things you have in mind might also be positive and necessary, and you should do those things as well. But I would say it's super important to put, some effort into elections for sure, because we got to fight back against this, man, in every way possible. And that includes the most obvious ways, which is getting these motherfuckers out of power, rebuking them by any means necessary,
Thanks, SE. True.
Christopher Davis, thanks for the $5. Corin, I still laugh my ass off at Molly getting pissed at you for saying you play a game to see how long you can keep your eyes closed while driving.
I actually just spoke to. So I was in the front seat of this thing. I was driving out to the MetLife, like bringing people to the World Cup, and the driver was this young kid from the Bronx, and he agreed with me, bro. He was like, "Yeah," he was like, "I just signed up to be a tractor trailer driver." And I was like, yeah, but sometimes at night, man, like the roads are just dark and that shit will get you and you'll just be fading. He's like, yeah, man. He was like, I've caught myself sleeping at the shit sometimes. I was like, okay, like I do it. Yeah, I mean, I was going to say I do it with my family in the car. You shouldn't do it in a tractor trailer. It's kind of the same shit. He was like, I'll bang on the side of the car and try and wake myself up. I'm like, yeah, I stick my head out the window. I'll try and turn the radio on. I mean, like, it's hard, man. You want to get to where you're going and you don't want to stop for a couple hours of sleep. So you just try and do everything you can, but that shit is sometimes the road is just dark and fucking lonely and your eyes just are heavy.
this is where my genes help me out, because one of the biggest differences between me and you has always been you can sleep anywhere at any time.
Yeah, facts.
You're kind of like Crystal. Like Crystal, if she closes her eyes, she'll be out within 4 minutes, guaranteed. She has a fucking watch that like tracks all her stats and shit. And every night, guaranteed, within 4 minutes of her shutting her eyes, she's asleep.
Really?
I am the polar fucking opposite. I need to like coax myself into being able to sleep. I got like a bedtime routine. I need the temperature at 65 degrees. I need the lighting just right in that bitch. I need the TV going and a laptop on my lap and my fucking earplugs in, and I need to sit there. I need to start dozing off. Then right when I doze off, I got to grab my fucking mask and put that bitch on and take out my headphones and put in my earplugs.
There's a science to it.
There's a science to that bitch. And if you clock that shit from when I have the intention to go to sleep to when I actually go to sleep, it's probably like about 2 hours.
Damn.
Right? So that's me. So you put me behind a wheel of a car and I'm driving, there is a 0% chance I'm falling asleep. I could be driving for 3 days straight. I will not fall asleep because something about my brain, like I got that like insomnia gene. But once I get to sleep, I'm good. But it just takes a long time to get to sleep.
Get there. Yeah.
Like once I get there, I'll sleep for 8 hours and I'll be chilling. But like to get there is the issue, you know?
Yeah, I need that. I need that gene for
I
driving.
don't wish it. No, I wouldn't wish it. I wouldn't wish it on anybody, dog.
No? Okay.
No, because like it's very beneficial to be able to like, I can just fall asleep whenever I want like this. Like that's a huge thing, you know?
Yeah.
Especially because you got to wake up early some days. So like,
facts.
It's nice that when you close your eyes, you can just go right to sleep, you know?
I will say it is fun. If you have the same thing as me, like just put your eyes in the rearview mirror and just see how close you can get to the bottom without those shit shutting.
Bro, that's crazy. That is crazy. I denounce and reject this conversation. I'm in favor of Corin being given like Adderall when he drives so he stays awake. Sherman, thanks for the $10. No age of comment. Just want to let you know I've been going through KNC withdrawals the past few weeks, and I really appreciate this pod. It makes my week every time. Keep it up. Thank you, Sherman. We appreciate that. We are glad to be back, man. Like I said, he was on vacation, then I was on vacation, then he was on vacation, and yeah, it started to feel like, damn, we sort of got to get back there, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm happy to be back. I'm happy Kyle's back. I'm happy we're back. So thanks for the love, bro.
Philip Nelson, thanks for the $5. Hey, Kyle, since you have been talking about FDR and for good reasons, what are your thoughts on Theodore Roosevelt? He was great, man. He was great. The trust buster. Right? Like he was the original, like we're about to break up these fucking monopolies and we're going to bring back competition. He also was great for like national parks. So yeah, no, he's one of the good ones, bro. He had a lot of very positive policies. I'm sure he had a bunch of shitty ones too, but he's known for some good ones. But still, obviously my favorite Roosevelt is FDR. So always will be.
Teddy Roosevelt, shout out to him. He's the one that's in the Natural History of like Museum, right? The one that Robin Williams did in A Night at the Museum. I think Robin Williams.
I think that's right. I think that's right. Yeah, he was a big like nature guy.
Right.
He's also a big like hunter and nature guy, stuff like that. Yeah.
Facts.
He loved the national parks.
Shout out to him.
Globe 99. Thanks for the $10. Happy birthday, Corin. You both are the goats. We appreciate you, man.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you everybody for the birthday wishes for Corin. July 15th, of course, is his birthday. Hey, Kyle, notice that you have the Odyssey book on the background of your show. I saw the new film and it was great. Any plans on seeing it? Also, thoughts on the anti-woke backlash on the film failing? Well, my understanding is that the film was doing great, not failing. So is it like another fake anti-woke, like mucked up scandal? Because that's sort of what it seems like. I thought it was doing really well. So I haven't seen it. I wasn't really planning on seeing it, but if it sounds like you guys are recommending it, then perhaps I'll take a look at it. I'm not big on going to the theaters, though. I'll probably wait until it comes out.
Is the Odyssey a book you read that is good? Or is that
apparently,
a movie I should see?
There's a book, The Odyssey, that's behind me when I do my show in Virginia. It's on our bookshelf behind me. But yeah, now it's out as a movie, I think.
Oh.
So, and people are all talking about it. But yeah,
really?
I think the backlash is all the same stupid. Like, oh, it's woke because there's black people in it. Like, shut the fuck up. Shock Guy, thanks for the $5. The X account, Is Mitch McConnell Dead Yet?, was posted daily for years, was suspended after Andy Bashir said he had been told Mitch had passed.
I saw a picture of Mitch McConnell doing one-handed pinky push-ups with his nurse on his back. So I think he's still alive and kicking and doing well. And I had a 27-minute phone call with him. So the fact that everyone's saying they're having phone calls with him when he's practically dying in the hospital.
It was about 20 minutes. We talked about Ukraine. Like, my ass, you talked about Ukraine with him.
And my dad is one of the people that's like, they could track phone records, so I don't think it's false. Like, they wouldn't lie. I'm like, Dad, they've lied about everything.
They lie about everything. Yeah, here's the thing, bro. Like, tell me a scenario. How long has he been in the hospital now? Like 40 days? Like 30-something, 40 days? Like, nobody's in the hospital for that long if it's not some OD ass shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like, he's probably like brain dead. Like they have him on the machinery and like technically he's alive because they didn't pull the plug yet, but they about to pull the plug any fucking minute in this bitch, you know?
Yeah. They're probably they're probably picking his hand up to sign legislation that like needed to get passed.
And that picture with his wife was AI as fuck, bro. That shit with
his wife, the Asian lady or
that's
whatever?
His wife, yeah. And
I thought that was like his nurse or some shit.
There's a lot of speculation she's been a Chinese spy for a hot minute.
Yeah, why would she want to touch his shit? She definitely isn't touching his shit.
He's a closet case, dog. He's gay as fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way she's banging someone else.
Seth White, thanks for the $5. Are you a Family Guy or South Park fan? Which one does a better job fighting against religious fanatics and conservatives? Great question. I am both a Family Guy fan and a South Park fan.
Can I show them that picture you sent us? Kyle saw Peter Griffin at the amusement park.
Go ahead, show everybody. Yeah,
let's see if I can find it.
I'm definitely more of a Family Guy. Okay. Let me start over. I am both a Family Guy fan and a South Park fan. Family Guy used to fight religious fanatics and conservatives better, and just recently that switched to South Park because South Park now hates Trump. So it's sort of like a mix, but I love them both. I think they're both phenomenal.
All right, so you guys ready? Did Kyle saw Peter Griffin at the amusement park? It's obviously with the green pants and the white shirt, it works well.
Yeah,
she's having a rough day though, that lady.
Yeah, I low-key I like her vibe because I was doing the same shit. I was at the amusement park and I was like, I'm just gonna fucking sit on this bench and not go on the roller coaster that makes me want to throw up, you know?
She kind of gives me the vibes of you ever see the Popeyes photo lady that's like sitting outside, and it, like when the chicken sandwich went viral, she's like bent over and just like cooked from the day. That's what that lady gives me. She's like over the day.
Yeah, I fuck with her vibe though. Shot Guy, thanks for the $5. YouTubers like Jesse Gender and Rebecca Watson are attacking you and other leftists who defended Plattner before the grape allegations dropped. Response? Nah, man. I mean, look, man, it's everybody's prerogative. If they want to come after me, by all means, they can go right ahead. Like I said, if you are a candidate and you ride hard for Medicare for all and free college and a living wage and ending the wars and a Green New Deal and taxing the rich and like you fight for all the right things, I'm a ride for you, bro. I'm a ride for you. And, you know, sometimes you miss, sometimes you hit. It is what it is. But thankfully, he was replaced with somebody who has a good ideology as well. I'm just very thankful about that because I was very concerned that they were going to, you know, take him out and put somebody in there who's like isn't even close to that ideology. So, yeah, I don't really have a response. But if everybody wants to come after me, they're more than welcome to come after me. Like I said, I'm just going to be focusing on, you know, covering the shit that I find important and hoping the right people get elected and doing my best to get the right people elected. And it is what it is. But like, yeah, nah, man, I don't feel bad at all. Like, it is what it is. And he can't control what the fuck somebody does. Like like what? I mean, the argument that people make is like, there were enough red flags there and you should have known. And my reaction to that has always been the same. Well, okay, what should have been done then? Like, should we have actively gone for the pro-Israel candidate who's a worse Democrat, who's less charismatic, who's not as good on the issues? Like, in retrospect, is that the idea? Or is the idea to like just give up on electoralism completely and like don't back a candidate? Because both of those things I think are stupid. Both of those things I think are dumb. And like I said, if I advocate hard for a candidate and ride hard for a candidate, is it possible I'm going to miss from time to time? Sure. But like, it is what it is. I don't like that happens. It's life. Like, I don't understand why it's a big deal to people or why they think it's some sort of like for shame moment. Like, I'm sorry, you can't shame me, bro. Yeah. Metalhead Matt, thanks for the $5. How did it feel to learn that the Diet MAGA Blue Sky libs were right too early? You believe Fifield, whose evidence New York Times ignored, seems like a cover-up. No, see, that's the thing. That's the other thing that people are just wrong about if they're attacking me on this. The first woman, I do not believe at all. Not even close. Not even close. She literally worked for a right-wing think tank. Like, could you imagine if somebody who worked for a left-wing think tank attacked a Republican politician and said, oh, this person was a shitty boyfriend, was basically the extent of the allegations. There wasn't even really any, like, actual allegation of violence or anything like that. But immediately, every Republican would correctly be like, we don't care what you have to say. You have an axe to grind. You actively want this person to lose because you have the other ideology. Like, I don't know why everybody has to have a baby brain when it comes to certain allegations where it's like, no, we're not allowed to look deeper into this. Like, no, you're allowed to look deeper into it. And the correct reaction in that example is to say, fuck off. You have a political axe to grind. You work for a right-wing think tank, sketchy ass history, proven liar. She had lied about other things. And so, no, I don't believe that person at all. And like I said, look, I don't even know why this is a focus of conversation for anybody, given the fact that it's over, it's done, he's gone, Troy Jackson is in, and like it is what it is. You move forward based on that. But yeah, people want to come after me, they can come after me, man. It's whatever. I really don't care.
I don't think it's $500 DKK, but thank you very much for this shit. I saw this and fucking thank you.
Love myself. Thank you for the 500 of that currency. Hey, Kyle, me and my dad have been watching you and enjoying your humor since I found you covering Gods Back 2023. Happy to have found a well-spoken dude with a heart. What is your opinion on SRA survivors like Aniki Lucas? Love from Copenhagen, Denmark. What's SRA? Am I tripping?
No, I don't know that shit.
When I type in SRA, it says Sequence Reading Archive. Huh?
SRA survivors are individuals who have endured satanic ritual abuse.
Oh, satanic ritual abuse.
Often experiencing complex trauma, dissociation, long-term and physiological effects.
Yeah, I would have like mocked this before, but after reading the Epstein files, I feel like there probably is something there because there's some shit they would have done. So yeah, my opinion on SRA survivors is that sucks. That sucks, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Like, yeah, get help. Go to some sort of professional fucking psychologist, therapist, psychiatrist.
That shit probably sucks. What is that? Like just seeing? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like get the fucking devil taken out of you. Like find Jesus.
I might low-key go to every type of religious leader and be like, you do your shit to cast the demons out. You do your shit to cast the demons out. I might go to every single one, all 4,000 religions, be like, do whatever sort of thing you got to do to purify my shit. But yeah, I would definitely say that.
Or some shit. Yeah,
whatever you got to do, bro, to clean that out is what I would do. You know,
that shit sucks. Yeah, that's on some like you see the movies of the people that fucking are always like seeing the fucking devils and all that shit. Shit doesn't seem good.
Totally.
Thank you, bro. Shout out to Denmark.
That guy Jack, thanks for the $10. Happy dap birthday, Corin. This is some stupid shit my friends and I say to each other on our birthdays. Where it came from, I don't know, but it's just stuck with us ever since.
Yeah, there's tons of shit me and Kyle say that have stuck that we don't know where that shit started, but it just rocks.
No idea. Bro, have you noticed our friend Bobby in our group chat, he's got like a fucking photographic memory for shit from when we were in like high school. Have you noticed that?
Bobby's a smart dude, man. When we were at your bachelor party, like
people
he was
sleep
like
on Bobby. People sleep on Bobby, but he's really smart.
OD. Like there was shit that like we were talking about, and like he was pulling out and it was almost on some like shout out to my mother-in-law. She'll like say some shit, and we're like, that can't be true. And then we'll look it up, and it's like, yo, that was true. Same shit with Bobby. It was like he'll say shit, and it's like you don't know what the fuck he's talking about, and you look it up, and that shit'll be dead ass accurate. 100%. He's good. Yeah, he definitely has some type of shit where that like he's a smart motherfucker, Bobby.
Yeah, facts.
To a point, sometimes he says shit in our chat that I'm like, I don't know what this motherfucker is talking about, but it's probably some shit in his mind that makes total sense, and it definitely does. But it's just on some next level shit that I'm like, I'm never gonna be able to comprehend that shit.
Thank you, that guy, Jack.
Yeah.
Joshua Loves Art, thanks for the $10. After what happened with Plattner and perhaps brief left-wing civil war between what Cavernacle calls the Grand Plattner left and those who didn't support him, how can we continue forward? Bro, internet is not real life, dog. Like, you really got to remember that. Like, there is no Grand Plattner left. That's not a thing. And what, am I also Abdul El Sayed left? Am I Malat Kiros left? Am I AOC left? Like, that's not a thing. So there is no, like, this is a fake divide. It's not real. This is not real life. Like, in the real world, people who want to make the world a better place, people who are liberals and leftists alike, are looking around and going, who the fuck are the candidates that are furthest away from MAGA that are going to be like anti-genocide and in favor of giving me fucking healthcare? And then they pick that candidate and that's it. And any sort of like manufactured left-wing fucking beef. Like, bro, this is all infotainment. It's all like, that's all it is. It's all like WWE type shit. Like, if you're using this moment to go after people who are like actual allies trying to make the world a better place, then you're sort of a piece of shit. Like, it really is that simple, you know? Like, you have limited time on this earth and on this platform. Like, if you're not using that shit in the moment where fascism is taking over not just the country, but the fucking world, and you're pointing your guns at your metaphorical guns at other left-wingers who might, you know, have slightly different takes than you, like I don't know, it's just goofy. It's just silly to me. Yep. Like, you don't see me doing long. I mean, I obviously have the ability, if I wanted to go deep in the weeds of like inter left wing fights on YouTube. Like, catalog everything I disagree with different people on, and then do like hour-long videos ripping a new asshole to everybody who's ever slightly disagreed with me. I don't fucking do it. I don't do it because I'm a grown-ass man. I'm a stepdad. I have kids. I have a life. And what do I want to do? Yeah, I got bigger fish to fry, bro. I want to, cover the news and tell people the truth and hopefully try to make some positive change along the way and get people elected that are going to help this country and give people healthcare and shit like that. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think none of this is real, dog. Like Joshua loves art. None of this is real. There is no left-wing civil war. It's all WWE nonsense online. Like, most people have no idea who I am or who the fucking Cavernacle is. Like, all I would say is, like, touch grass and realize, like, we can actually just focus on making the world a better place and not any of this, nonsense, like grown men playing with dolls type shit,
Facts. Thanks, Josh.
Diego, thanks for the $5. Reaction to BJG and Kashama Sawan shitting on you for initially backing Plattner and supporting Dems in general. Again, I don't know what people want me to say about this silly ass drama, bro. Like, it's just so weird to me that this is what these people spend their time thinking of. Like, I don't know if you noticed, they are fucking looting and pillaging and plundering the treasury and robbing us blind and paying Epstein pedophiles with the money and bombing innocent people on a daily basis and committing it, shoving people in concentration camps, and ISIS shooting people in the fucking face. And there's people out there who are nominally on the left who are coming after me for what? For supporting a Democrat? Like, ooh, you got me. I support Democrats. Ooh, like, I don't know. It's just goofy. I don't even know what the point is. Like, if I had to do it all over, I would react exactly the same way every step of the way.
Yep.
No fucking regrets whatsoever. I don't know why anybody would think any differently than that,
That's what this comment. Same thing.
Shot Guy, thanks for the $5. Trump has dozens of credible allegations against him and the country normalized it. Plattner has one and is screwed. Why does only one side have rules? Well, that's the other point that these people don't acknowledge, right? They don't acknowledge it, that I'm sick of living in a country that has two different standards, one for Trump and Republicans and one for everybody else. And this person is correct. And everybody needs to sit there and think about why that is. And part of the problem, part of the reason why that is we are so fucking quick to say, oh my God, there's a speck of something in my eye. So now let me chop off my head to get rid of it. Whereas the other side has a motherfucking log in their eye and they get to keep acting like nothing happened, right? So I'm done with the two fucking standards. That's why you're not going to see any fucking weepy ass mea culpa on my part, okay? It's not going to happen because these motherfuckers get away with anything and everything all the time. And God forbid you're somebody who wants to give everybody health care and wants to end the wars. They will dig up some shit that happened in fucking 1993 to try to take your ass down. And that's some fucking bullshit. That's some bullshit. We're being lectured to by a guy who has, 30 different sexual assault and abuse and rape allegations? We're being lectured to by that person about how to be moral and how to act and which candidates we should or shouldn't pick. Fuck you. No fucking interest in what you're selling. Suck my nuts from the back. Like, I'm done with these people, bro. It is crazy. So, yeah, Shock Guy, thank you for bringing some balance to this conversation and dropping some truth on everybody that everybody's not acknowledging. Look, I'll say this on Plattner. Let me say this on Plattner real quick. If he did the shit he was accused of, they should put him in prison for life. Period. Like, if he actually did the shit that he was accused of, put him in prison for life. And I mean that too. Okay? And bottom line is he probably had to be swapped out because he was probably actually going to lose. There was a poll that had him tied with Susan Collins before the big allegations dropped against him, right? The big allegation of rape. Okay? And so, based on that fact, I was obviously very open to he's gonna step down, they're gonna replace him, and it is what it is. I just wanted somebody with the same ideology. Thankfully, we got somebody with the same ideology, so that's good. It all ended fine and dandy in that respect because Troy Jackson has put in there. Okay, that's good, right? But let's also not be stupid and not turn off our brains, okay? And at the same time, that, like I said, if he did it, put him in prison for life. Ask yourself this question. Why did all of the right-wing accounts know in advance that the allegations were going to drop? Because they did. All of them were posting about it before the allegations dropped. That's weird. How did every right-wing account know that? And they all posted. It was like a meme about it, about like taking down Plattner, and all of the right-wing accounts posted it before the story dropped. Very, very weird. That freaked me out. Why did the same woman who accused Plattner talk to the New York Times a month before this and not mention that allegation. She had already talked to the media and didn't mention the big allegation. So I found that weird too. Why did Politico, which is those were the people that ran the article, they hid the fact that this woman told them that she had texted Graham Plattner on that night and said that she wanted a glute massage. And Politico heard her say that and didn't put it in the story on purpose. They were like, we're not going to put that into the story. That's sketchy as fuck on Politico's behalf. Because obviously what they were doing was obvious. They were gunning for blood. They were trying to take him down come hell or high water. Okay. And then I also heard from a reliable source that she allegedly wanted to get back with him after this occurred. And the final thing I'll say is, why isn't there a police report? Shouldn't there be a fucking police report? This allegation is literally like the worst possible thing you could accuse somebody of.
Yeah.
So if that happened, go fucking file a police report. Yeah. Go arrest this motherfucker. Why are we talking about it like it's some fucking Jerry Springer ass disagreement yelling fight? No, this is great, bro. Like if that shit happened,
the cops
go file a police report. Go arrest this motherfucker. And so I think people need to actually ask themselves, like, what the fuck is this? What is this? Because I'll hit you with this, even if all the allegations are true, which they might be, we don't know. But if all the allegations are true, I mean, that's crazy. It'd be crazy. That'd be crazy if all the allegations were true, you know?
Yeah.
But it would be a hit job either way. It would be a hit job even if the allegations were true.
And they're known to do that shit in the past. I mean, like all media outlets are clearly trying to have an angle and trying to like make their story pop. So it wouldn't be the first time that they try to set somebody up
and there's no doubt who was behind it. Like everybody knows the Israel lobby was behind it.
Oh, again, for real?
You might say the shit is real. You might say it happened, and it very possibly could be the case. But the fact that it dropped exactly when it dropped, right before the deadline to kick his ass out, and there's the person who was orchestrating all of it has ties to the Israel lobby. Like, let's not be silly, right? Now, again, all this is null and void if he did the shit. Like, if he did the shit, then yeah, he needs, like, put him in fucking prison immediately. Yeah. But it's very weird to me that now you're not even allowed to talk about that aspect of it, right? You're not even allowed to talk about the fact that even if the shit is true, there's a reason it dropped when it dropped, right? And so that's the part that's frustrating, is that now everybody's acting like, pound the gavel, the conversation is done, he's the worst person to ever live, and you're an idiot if you ever support him. They're now like going after people who donated to Plattner and supported Plattner. There was now like an effort to go after the people who supported him to like get them blacklisted. And it's like, what are we even doing here? Because again, they're using him as a vessel to go after the left. That's what they're doing. Yeah. And they use this to tar Bernie too. Like, oh, look at how bad his judgment is. He picked this guy who's a rapist, right? And they're trying to by extension smear the whole left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it's just very weird that people are pretending not to know that this is part of the game. You know what I'm saying? They're pretending not to know that this is what's happening. Yeah, you're only allowed to do the game where it's like, oh, I do nothing but condemn. I only condemn. I won't say anything else. I swear, just condemnation. I hate rape. Everybody's doing this thing where it's like, I hate rape. Yeah, we know you fucking hate rape. We're not babies. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course you fucking hate rape.
Bernie Sanders condones rape.
Like, yeah, what the fuck? But that's honestly what they try to do, right? They try to do that shit. So I don't know, man. I'm just sick of the fucking double standards, and I'm sick of all this shit. But I will say, like I said, I think he was going to lose anyway. So it's probably good that he was swapped out. Yeah. He dropped out, and then he was swapped out for Troy Jackson, because now at least we have a chance with Troy Jackson. So that's the only silver lining, is we got somebody with just as good of a policy record, right? And he doesn't have the dirt that Plattner had, you know? So like it all ends up working out for the better. But I don't know. The thing that was most disturbing to me was more the reaction of the left than the way it unfolded. Like, people, I don't know, everybody reacted so bizarrely. Like, it was like almost like a hive mind thing kicked into effect. And I was like, what the fuck am I watching here? It was very strange.
Troy Jackson's got a little Mr. Bean in him a little bit.
He does. He does have a little bit of a Mr. Bean in him. He does. But he's good, dude. He's good. He seems like a good dude.
All right, let's get to some of these bigger ones, because we don't have too much. Don't send in any more shits unless it's like
guys,
$9 million.
Yeah, we don't have. We only got what 40 minutes left, something like
Yeah,
that?
something like that.
50 minutes. Joshua, thanks for the $10. How come we couldn't just support Troy Jackson for Maine senator after all the controversy started coming out about Plattner? Because he wasn't running for senator. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he wasn't
like, what are you
running
talking
until the
about?
guy
He
got
wasn't
put-
running for senator. Why are you going to support him for senator when he wasn't fucking running for senator? What are you guys doing? What is this? G-Sin Control, thanks for the $10. Where does AIPAC get all its money? Seems limitless. Hard to believe it's just rich people. Kind of thinking it's all the aid money from the U.S. to Israel coming back to the U.S. laundered with payoffs. No, it is just a lot of rich people. You know, it's a lot of rich people. They have a lot of donors. There's a lot of billionaires who support the cause. And so billionaires have like an endless amount of money they could throw to AIPAC and all their shell organizations. I don't think it's aid money. In fact, I don't think there's any evidence that it's aid money whatsoever. But either way, it's bad. Like it's shitty either way. Benny Johnson Twitter has, thanks for the $5. Sorry for being away. Been busy moving. Happy belated birthday, Corin.
Thank you. All birthday love is getting shown right now.
AJ Gonzalez, thanks for the $10. We've never been more back. Great to see my boys again. Needless to say, y'all have plenty of material because we live in hell and the Gulf is about to get hit by a tropical storm this week. Oh, is that true?
That sucks.
That does suck. I know that
it hasn't even been hurricane season yet. That shit fucks up all the South.
Well, the super El Nino is supposed to make it so there's not many hurricanes this year. That's what they say. So we'll see if that's true.
What's the super El Nino? What does that mean?
The super El Nino that's happening, like the water temperature is like really high right now. And that leads to a bunch of other problems, like maybe droughts and all sorts of shit. But they said, I think it's supposed to be a weak hurricane season for that reason. So I'm surprised that there's going to be a tropical storm that hits the Gulf.
Yeah, I know upstate New York, Molly said by her got a really bad storm. So there are
New York got hammered,
storms.
Bro.
Yeah.
They
Thanks,
got hammered.
AJ.
Hey, Kyle, Jesse Gender is mad at you. Also, Brian Shapiro was followed by Nick Shirley's bodyguards. Oh, damn, that's crazy. Guys, I don't even know who Jesse Gender is, bro. I'm 38 years old. Like, I don't know what y'all want from me. I'm 38 years old. Like, what am I supposed to do? Follow all these left-wing? Like, I don't know who these people are. AJ, thanks for the $5. Spreading their cheeks for Fido was definitely not a phrase I expected to hear today. I mean, is what you get, man.
You heard it, bro.
Tune in. Nick McGuire, thanks for the $20. Congrats to the Knicks on a great season and well-deserved championship. Also, although the World Cup was fun, America never should have been allowed to host. The way we treated the Iranian players was disgraceful. I 100% agree, and I said that on the show too, Nick. Thank you very much for the $20, man.
Yeah, very thank you, bro. Would they like not allow them to like get into or like
they would force them to leave as soon as they were done. As soon as that game was over, they'd be like, "Get the fuck out," and they'd go to Mexico. Yeah, they fucked them over.
Up. Yeah.
Noah, thanks for the $10. Hello again. Curious if you watched any of the rallies this weekend for Abdul in Michigan. Thought it was AOC at her best. Also, love the Elizabeth Warren endorsed him today. Hashtag Abdul for Senate. I did not watch. I saw like little clips here and there, and I saw clips of AOC as well. It's good, man. I'm happy that they're out there. I'm happy that they're doing the rallies. I hope the momentum's on our side. I think most polls have Abdul up. So yeah, fingers crossed, dog. I hope for the best. But they're spending a gazillion dollars against him right now, and it's disgusting. Diego, thanks for the $10. The main problem with the U.S. is Christianity, and I put as the second most biggest issue outside the oligarchical capitalism we be living under Nordic conditions if 70% to 80% of America was non-religious. Maybe we'd get closer to it. I don't know, but the Scandinavian countries they were religious, at least in the past. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like race has a role to play in this as well, where a lot of white Americans are racist and they're fine with like a welfare state until black people get the welfare. And then it's like, well, fuck these people. They should get a job. And so I don't know. There's a lot of different factors that go into it. But if we were less religious and less racist, then yeah, I think we could get closer to a social democratic system. But the history of the New Deal shows that like when you give black people New Deal programs, then white people turn against it more so. And so, yeah, race plays a bigger role too, but I can see religion playing some role, I guess you could say. Thanks, Diego.
I don't know what
George Wade, thanks for the $2. There is no deductible with full glass on your ins.
Do you know what that means?
On your insurance. There is no deductible with full glass on your insurance. Oh. So there's no deductible.
Oh, on the
you
car.
Have to pay it in full? You have to pay it in full, that means, right?
Oh, so glass
is he saying you don't have to pay it at all, or you have to pay it in full? I don't know which one he's saying.
No, I think he's confusing my deductible for my hand with my deductible, like with.
No, he might be talking about car shit. He might be talking about car shit.
Well, because I said that I reached my deductible to go to the.
Okay, yeah, maybe it's possible that he's mixing the two up, but I don't.
Yeah.
Either way, I don't know if he would be saying if he meant it like he said it. I don't know if he's saying it would be free or it would cost more money to get the glass removed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Either way, that shit's gonna be at least $300 easy.
Yeah, probably. Jeffrey, thanks for the $10. That wildlife photo was taken in San Francisco on September 9, 2020. I still remember waking up that morning thinking it was sunset, but realizing it wasn't. Shows you how damaged our planet is. Yeah, we're cooked, bro. We're absolutely
our
cooked.
planet is fucked.
We're cooked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Martin, thanks for the $10. I think Ben Gvir and Smotrich are having secret meetings with Netanyahu to tell him, you better get the ownership of Al-Aqsa Mosque from Jordan, or we will destabilize this coalition, and you need us. Possibly. I mean, look, they're not making a secret of the fact that they want to do the whole like destroy it, build the temple, kill the red heifer, usher in the apocalypse. Like they're kind of open about all that. The Christian Zionists and the Orthodox Jews. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. They're not up to any good over there. That's for damn sure.
Here is
Offensive Humor. Thanks for the $5. Welcome back, fam. I worked content moderation at M, legally can't mention, for 5 years. Things we saw changed me forever. People are sick. Trust no one, core. Huh. That's disturbing. So you worked content moderation and saw like disgusting fucking things that shocked you to your core. Yeah. Yeah, trust no one. That's right. I agree with that, especially with your kids. Brett, thanks for the $10. Fun fact, the first Daytona 500 Trump attended, Dale Earnhardt died. The second time he attended after 19 years of no major injuries or death in all of NASCAR, Ryan Newman almost died. Bro, I'm telling you, the man's a walking fucking curse.
If Trump was at the first Dale Earnhardt Daytona
Dale Earnhardt death.
Yeah, I know that's a tough thing to say. Yeah.
True.
That would be pretty crazy. Trump is literally the fucking Grim Reaper walking, and anything he touches will fucking deathly pass away.
I swear, bro. I swear.
Don't be around that man.
Fernandez, thanks for the $10. Did you see the side-by-side video of Stephen Miller's speech with Goebbels' speech? The red hats saw it and immediately pivoted to America's #1 threat is communism. Total deflection. Yeah, totally. What's crazy is Stephen Miller looks like Goebbels, too. He literally looks like the offspring of Goebbels. It's insane, bro. It's insane. And he has the same fucking ideology. It's ridiculous. Very disturbing. I talked about that speech. It was very, very gross. I mean, just country-ending shit.
That was like a Hitler or Nazi person, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Slayer Wolf, thanks for the $20. Establishment Dems here in Wisconsin are trying to consolidate against Francesca Hung in the governor's race. The primary is less than a month away. She's leading in the polls, and they feel threatened by her. Yeah, man. The same thing that they did with Plattner. They're going to get whatever shit they can on any of these people. They will hit you with it. Mm-hmm. Whatever they can get.
And Dems are sometimes so weak that anything they fucking collapse with. And to your point, it's like,
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. And like, they're trying to do it with Abdul now, but Abdul is so motherfucking squeaky clean that what they landed on was the Bernie bro smear. They're like, oh, your followers are male and toxic, and they're making fun of fucking Haley Stevens. And Abdul fucking fed into it. And he was like, I denounce anybody who's doing it. But it's like, bro, you don't get it. Stop fucking. What do I have to do to wake up the people on our side, Corin? I don't get it. What do I have to do to wake these people up? What do I have to do? I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Like, people
You've said it since '88. It's even like to double down on that shit. Be like, yeah, and so what, motherfucker?
I wouldn't say shit about it.
Yeah.
Because people are having a fucking ball making fun of Haley Stevens because she's goofy as fuck. Everybody saw that clip of her being like, we're gonna do it with a little joy, we're gonna do it with a little enthusiasm, and we're gonna do it with a little bit of stick it to them. She talks like Popeye, the cartoon character. Like, I'm supposed to not make fun of that when I see it? Everybody's having fun. If you talk weird, we're going to sort of joke about it. Like, people make fun of shit I do and say all the time, like, it is what it is, bro. Like, you can't be a public figure and then be like, oh, you said mean things about me. Like, yeah, you signed up for that shit, you know?
Have a fucking thick skin. Pokemon, go to the polls.
Oh, that's funny. AJ, thanks for the $20. If I see another dummy whine about the Odyssey movie being historically inaccurate, I'm ending it all because it's based on a fictional poem. You would think motherfuckers would get the hint from the 30-foot tall Cyclops living in a cave, but nope. Damn, that's crazy. So that's what the right-wingers are saying. It's historically inaccurate because there's people of color in it. Like, oh my God, kill me.
Meanwhile, every fucking right-wing movie is like the most unrealistic shit ever.
Totally. One guy with guns and muscles guns down like a
Mel Gibson Muslims. Just fucking like beating everybody.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, that's real. Martin Miller, thanks for the $10. I also think that when he visits England again, Trump will go up to the king chair and sit in it, and Charles will tell Trump that only the kings sit on it, but Trump will say, I don't care, like a child. Yeah, I could totally see that. That's something he would do. Yeah, definitely. Jerry Gonzalez, thanks for the $10. Happy belated birthday, Corin. Happy birthday to my boy. Happy
Thanks a lot,
birthday
Jerry.
to my boy. Silent Player, thanks for the $10. Hey, guys, do you have any advice for staying off of electronics? I'm asking because I'm Gen Z, and I see Gen Alpha kids being on tablets all day and think this generation is so barbecue chicken. Yeah, bro. I mean, it's a great question, right? Some people go to a flip phone because the flip phone makes them feel like they're more present. You know, they're in the moment. They're living more of a real life. So that's one thing. If you really want to go extreme, you can replace your smartphone with a flip phone, or you could carry two and then use the flip phone most of the time and only have the other phone, like the smartphone there for like if you need an Uber or some shit like that. Because some things you sort of need like a smartphone, you know what I'm saying? So like you could do that, or you could just like, I don't know. I feel like, and this is just me, Corin, I'm curious if you agree with this, but like I never felt like I had a problem when it comes to phones in particular. Since we like most of our lives, well, not most of our lives, but like by the time I first had my first phone in like 7th grade or 8th grade, but it was like a flip phone and it was, you know, there couldn't do much with it.
Had like Snake on it.
Yeah. Like when I got like a smartphone, it was later on. So like, I don't feel, it's not like crack cocaine to me where I have to be on it 24/7.
Yeah.
And so to some people, it's just not that big a deal. You could live with it and it's whatever. But if you want to go beyond that, it's the flip phone idea or like carrying both and only using the flip phone most of the time.
Kyle's also good too. Like he's not on social media outside of like YouTube. Like he doesn't have Instagram, TikTok, all that shit. So like that's my downfall is I have Instagram and I'm on that shit too much. But like if you have for kids, I would say just have them use it in moderations. Like we give our kids the tablets on the weekend or some shit or on the road trip. They can have it in the car. So like set boundaries on what your kids can use that shit and try and do that shit with yourself. I know the phone, like you can like even like have that shit kick you off of apps after a certain amount of hours or something.
You know what's interesting? The girls of this generation don't really have a problem. They seem like they're all good with handling. It's the boys that seem like they're the biggest issue. The boys seem to like, I'm just going to stare at this shit all fucking day.
So
they don't have that internal regulator, you know?
They got too many pictures of girls and with their asses on.
Sonic, thanks for the $10. I was reading the Odyssey to prepare for the Nolan movie, and one of the suitors laughs at Odysseus for being bald when he's disguised as a beggar. Calling someone bald is one of our oldest insults. That's funny. Some dudes rock it, bro. Some dudes can pull it off nicely. I am definitely not one of those dudes, man. I think I'd drop a solid 5 points on the scale if I was bald. It just doesn't work with my face.
I would also say like the oldest insult is probably a yo mama joke. That's got to go back to like
absolutely
that fucking 1600s of someone saying like yo mama.
1600s is not that long ago. That's got to go back to 1600 BC.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
when that
BC.
goes back to. Yeah.
Someone just saying some shit and just being like, you know what, yo mama.
Dean, thanks for the $10. What's up, fellas? Love the punk rock vibe of both of you. Also the basketballs, that's supposed to say, fanatic side. What do you guys think about direct democracy like Switzerland, not representatives, but direct votes on policy by people? Look, I like the idea. I feel like it might be a little hard to make that happen with every issue. There's so many issues that you need to vote on, you need to take care of, that it seems like a lot to have everybody vote on every single issue. So I don't know how it might not be feasible in, you know, modern society with so many people living in the society, but I like to lean as close as we can to direct democracy. You know, I like to give people a direct voice as much as humanly possible. I always like the idea of having a direct vote, having like, you know how at the state level they have direct ballot initiatives? I like the idea of having a federal ballot initiative. Every time you vote for president, you have like 5 other things that you vote on. And that's like whatever the people decide becomes the law of the land. So like we'd all vote, hey, we want to raise the minimum wage. We want universal health care. We want to end the wars. So like I would like that to put 3 or 5 things on the ballot every time we vote for president and have that be law.
Couple of the other oldest OG jokes. This is probably being poor is probably an old joke.
That one seems fucked up because like there's so many poor people that like they didn't do anything wrong. Just the system sucks. You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah.
That happens all the time.
So then maybe this one.
Fart jokes go back to 2000 BC. Yeah. Fat jokes and fart jokes probably are the oldest ones.
Fat, fart. Yeah.
They got it.
Poor and your mama.
Sentinel Kev, thanks for the $20. Here you go, boys. Welcome back. Quick question. Is RK Jr. going to continue his favorite pastime after the liquid poop epidemic? His favorite pastime of felching? Probably. Yes. He probably will. He'll probably have a Lizzie and Nuzzy have a watery diarrhea shit on his face.
Oh, man. That'd be...
I love it. I love it so much. Do it some more. It feels like I'm taking a hot shower.
I'm not going to lie. I prefer a liquid poop over a solid poop any day of the week.
Yeah, you have some strong diarrhea takes, bro. We've had
That's
this conversation in the past. I'm team like I'd rather be a little constipated. You're like,
oh really?
nah, dog. Let me
Nah, I want that
diarrhea
shit
this
to
bitch up,
waterfall out rather than that shit be like pushing a little
fighting.
bit, then just like opening up like a fucking soda fountain.
Yep. Become Numa, thanks for the $10. People are saying Trump is a high-ranking black magician, stays alive forever while everyone around him dies or has their life ruined, has a spell cast over his low-frequency base, grapes kids, etc. Thoughts? Bro, we were just talking about this, but I don't know, man. I wouldn't put anything by this dude at this point. You know, I've never been. I'm not a believer in like fucking ghost shit or metaphysical shit or stuff like that, except when it comes to motherfucking Donald Trump.
Yeah.
When it comes to Donald Trump, I don't know what the fuck kind of deal he made with the devil, what the fuck's going on, but that dude has got horrible energy, bro. I don't know exactly the specifics of it. I don't know what black magic is or whatever. I don't know, but some shit is fucked up. Some shit is off and everybody knows it, you know?
He sold his soul to the devil.
Yeah, like how'd that guy become president twice? So Jado, thanks for the $10. Do you have any advice for people who are looking to get into speaking on politics? I want to do it, but honestly have a slight fear of doing so since I work as a teacher in a red state. Ooh, yeah, nah, bro. If you want to do that, you better get a different job in a blue state. I would not be. If you're a teacher in a red state and you go,
they're gonna come after you, right?
People immediately, they'll fire your ass so quick. Not only will they fire you, but nobody will back you up. There's not a single person who's gonna be, oh yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, he can still be a teacher, as he's saying left-wing opinions on YouTube. Yeah, man, nah, you'd have to go to a blue state or pick a different job because
or wear a mask or some shit.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, there you go. There's an idea. You can make it. You don't show your face. Do like show B-roll or whatever the fuck you're talking about, and then you can do it. Yeah, that's possible. And you can even use if you really want to go crazy, use a voice modulator thing. Change your voice a little bit.
There you go.
Fuggy, thanks for the $10. Today is the 6th anniversary of Michael Brooks passing. Rest in power. Also, Kyle, when you commentate on events, why do you constantly say first person plural we? It's kind of odd. I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't want to think about it, so I'm immediately going to try to get that out of my head. Because the last person fucked me up when they said to me, what do I say? I forget the phrase. There was some phrase I used where they were like, that's not right. You do it wrong. And now every time I say that, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
So like, don't correct whatever you're thinking of correcting me on my vocabulary or on my fucking sayings or whatever. Don't do it because now every time I say it, I'll think of it and shit'll fuck me up hardcore.
Facts.
But to the more important things, yes, rest in peace to the GOAT Michael Brooks. 6 years since his passing.
That's crazy. I remember when that shit happened. Like, and I'm not even in tune with that shit.
He's missed. He's definitely missed. He's a crucial voice, and he would have been an amazing presence for the left moving forward in this horrific Trump term. And so, yeah, his wisdom is sorely missed in this moment. V-Man, thanks for the $10. By the way, this will make you laugh, Kyle. The literal translation of Marco Rubio's name is Mark Blonde. Also, it looks like he is accusing Cuba of propping up Puerto Rico's surging independence party. That's just part of the case they're trying to build so that they can go in there and militarily take Cuba. That's what's next on the agenda. I mean, Iran's going to destroy this country, but, Cuba, they want to get around to Cuba as well. As if a party running on left-wing policies like Medicare for All and prioritizing stabilizing Puerto Rico's infrastructure and economy isn't going to gain traction naturally. Yeah, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, they need outside interference to pitch, you should have health care. Insanity. Thank you, V-Man. Connor, thanks for the $10. Hey, Kyle, Yankees or Mets? I've always been more of a Yankees fan, but I will say that I heard that Mets are more of the working class team, so maybe I'll lean more in favor of the Mets moving forward.
Although I think the Mets owner might have been in the Epstein files or some shit like that.
Oh no!
He might have had he might have had a cup of coffee in there. I don't know.
Oh no, that's terrible.
I could be wrong.
Zamanka, thanks for the $10. Showed Secular talked to my father, and he became a fan of your show. Kyle, in your opinion, what will it take for working class millennials who are still Trump supporters to turn on Trump? Well, the 7 of those people who exist, because that's it. There's not many. No. Hopeless. They're done. They're cooked. There's no way they're going to turn. If you haven't turned by now, like, I don't know how many more people he can lose. He's at 30%. Maybe he can get down to 25. But like, bro, if anybody's still with him, like, they have serious problems. Like you're in like a mental disorder territory at this point. You know. Leo Flo, thanks for the $20. After fierce local resistance, data center astroturfing in North Carolina is blowing up. Lying in unskippable YouTube ads through North Carolina Connect. We pay for every watt, yet Repubs pass laws to pass the energy buck on locals. That's crazy. That's crazy. The data center backlash is gonna happen. Like the across the board data center backlash, it's already bubbling, and I think it's gonna like fucking explode onto the scene because people are going, why the fuck?
People don't want the data centers.
Yeah, they don't want the data centers. They make a lot of fucking noise. There's a lot of fucking pollution. They take all the fucking water. They take people, like, you're building a machine that's going to take your job. Like, why would anybody agree to this shit? Nobody wants this shit.
Thanks. Thank you, though, Leo.
Information Bravo, thanks for the $10. Have you tried Tom Ford Neroli Portofino, EDP, or Saint Laurent Y Parfum? I just watched a video on the Tom Ford one, I believe. How much fragrance do you apply and where? Does it depend on the fragrance? I don't want to be that guy in public. Thanks. Great questions. So I haven't tried either one of those. YSL Y Parfum. No, I do. I did try Y, actually. Not the Parfum, though. I think I have the Eau de Parfum. But anyway, that one's good. The Y Eau de Parfum is good. I didn't try the Parfum. So it depends on the fragrance, how many sprays. But generally, my move is I do like side of the neck, back of the neck, back of the neck. So that's 4. Then I do shoulder 5, shoulder 6.
Damn.
Yeah, it depends on the fragrance. But if you have a freshie, you can go all out. And with a freshie, I'll go hand here, so I can smell it. So that's 8. So that's 8 total sprays. That's for a freshie. If I'm doing less than a freshie, I'll probably do 6. Just 6 of them.
Nothing below the waist? You don't do like a one good luck on the balls or anything like that?
No, because usually before we get a little freaky deaky with the missus, she can smell it on my neck. You know what I'm saying? And then every now and then you have one that's so strong that you literally only need like 2 sprays. And when I do that, I'll put basically like side back of the neck this side back of the neck this side.
And how long do they last? Probably a while, right? Because
it depends on the fragrance. It can last as short as like an hour and a half or 2 hours, and it could go
all
the way
like
up
through the bottle.
Oh, I haven't been through one yet.
That's what I'm saying. It probably takes forever on perfect.
I mean, these fragrances I have them for life. Like I'm not gonna be able to go through the bottle of any of them, probably.
Really? Because it's just
maybe
particles that come out.
Maybe the one I wear the most, I might have to buy a new bottle, but like most of them, I'm probably not gonna end up.
Sometimes people do the wrist and they do like a little this action. That's
nonsense. No, you want to spray it where other people will smell it, and so you want to be towards their nose. That's why you do mostly up here. So like if I spray on my neck, that's close to your nose. If I spray on my wrist, your head's not down where my arm is. You know what I'm saying? So like put it on your neck and don't do it like on the front part of your neck, because then you'll go nose blind to it because you'll smell it too much and then you won't be able to smell it anymore. So you do like back of your neck, side of your neck, and shoulders. And so get it on the fabric and get it on your neck. And then like you'll get whiffs of it all day and other people will smell it because it's closer to their nose.
Interesting.
Andrew, thanks for the $20. I deal with word count a lot, and the average novel is around 60 to 100,000 words. The only book I know of that was over 1 million was the Hindu epic Mahabharata. There's 1 million word count of just Trump's name in the Epstein files. Exactly. I remember when we first learned his name was in the Epstein files 38,000 times. I remember that. And I was like, holy fucking shit. That was just the first 1% of the files. Now we have 50% of the files, and it's at 1 million. So
is that accurate? His name's in there 1 million times?
100%. Yep. 100%. I actually think the actual number is like 977,000 or something like that, but it's nearly 1 million times. Yeah.
That's insanity.
Number one person mentioned. David, thanks for the $20. Kyle, what is up with guys like PBD ignoring and making excuses for Tate's crimes? He acts like 50 plus charges are all made up. I mean, they're in the same sort of like influencer sphere, right? They're in like the alpha male, fucking hyper capitalist, conservative guy sphere. And so that's what you're going to get from Candace Owens. That's what you're going to get from PBD. Some of these guys are going to ride with him. And they're going to go down with that ship because that dude is probably going to prison for a long fucking time. That guy
are they? They like caught him in Miami on some shit again. I feel like they're always arresting him and his brother.
Well, last time it was like Romania or some shit like that.
Yeah, like some sexual shit.
But now it's U.S. Marshals arrested him and he's being extradited to the U.K. on all sorts of charges, like 40 something charges. So yeah, he's cooked. He's done.
And I just saw today, PBD is like a part owner of the Yankees or some shit like that. Like he was doing like, he's got like a small percentage, and he was doing some like workshop shit with like all these people.
Oh
like,
no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Labrador, thanks for the $10. Hey bros, Kyle and Corin. His name is Corin, not Corbin. What's your opinion in what is the best decade of music, 70s, 80s, or 90s? We're biased. On those options, I'm going 90s.
Yeah, I think
so. On those
too.
options, I'm going 90s.
Yeah,
but
90s,
it would be harder for me.
Shit.
If you say 90s, 2000s, or 2010s, that gets harder for me, you know?
Kyle went to the Usher fucking Chris Brown concert. I got to get tickets to the August 9th shit here in
Crazy.
Jersey.
What would you say to that, Corin? 90s, 2000s, or 2010s, what's your favorite music? That's a tough one. That one's hard.
That's a real tough one. I would say the 2000s, I feel like, had an error that was like goated.
It's tough because, I'm either going 2000s or 2010s. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, they're both so like...
Yeah.
And I can't think of actual, like, I don't know actual songs through those eras, but like there was just so many. There's so much like
So many.
R&B, you know, like you could take it back with the boy bands.
It's all because of our age too. Like the way this works is when
Yeah,
you're a certain age, you're gonna love that music in that
yeah,
time frame, and it's like across the board. You know.
of course. Yeah.
Thank you for the $10,
Thanks, Leah.
Leoneer. Skylar, thanks for the $10. Was naively conservative in high school, but was libertarian in college, but am now further left, largely thanks to reading more and listening to Kyle, breaking points in Zateo, but lean right on monetary policy. Ah, the old Austrian economics, huh? Yeah, I mean, there was this website back in the day. I don't know if it still exists. I think it was like Recovering Austrians, and if you read through that website, that'll get you off Austrian economics real quick. Everybody has an Austrian economics phase, like a libertarian phase, but no,
I didn't have that shit. No, I'm just kidding.
no, you've never been as political or economic as
No, I know.
as me or this guy. But yeah, like I don't know. I think eventually you'll get out of that. I think a lot of the monetary stuff, a lot of the economic stuff, that goes away quickly once you dig a little deeper into it.
Thanks,
Appreciate you, Skylar. Catabeso, thanks for the $20. Very kind of you. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
DPD, thanks for the $10. The Mayday Network says the Nazis are coming after Abdul El Sayed next because he lied about being a physician and he wasn't properly vetted like Plattner. My husband and I still donated money to him. Well, good for you. You should keep donating money to Abdul El Sayed. Yeah, they're gonna dig up whatever the fuck they can fucking dig up, bro. Whatever they can dig up. And it's bullshit. He got 300,000 people's medical debt eliminated because he worked in some health position in the state of Michigan. He got 300,000 people's medical debt eliminated. I don't need to know anything else. In fact, he could put the peanut butter on his butt cheeks and let the dog fucking lick it. I don't fucking care, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'd still vote for him after that shit. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. People got to use their brains, like. Meech, thanks for the $20. Feels like years ago now, but thanks for shouting out the movie. I never know how to pronounce this. Matawan on KKF. I live nearby and try to teach my students about our labor history. I know Crystal has ties to West Virginia, so if you're in Mingo County, check out the museum. Well, thank you, Meech. I really appreciate that, and I love that you're spreading that history, too. Thank Crystal on this, because Crystal's the one who brought that to my attention. Great movie, bro, about the labor history. They tried to organize. They just got fucking, murdered. Crazy-ass history. But anyway, they need to teach labor history more in this country than we do.
Shout out West Virginia.
Shifty Lincoln, thanks for the $5. Kyle, the Democrats must audit the midterms. Are they planning to run election hygiene? I don't know. That's a good question, though. I guess we'll find out together, Shifty Lincoln. Appreciate the $5, man. Patrick Kling, thanks for the $5. Kyle, I have trouble falling asleep, too. Try ZQL Sleep Aid. I already do. When I actually really am struggling, I take a little melatonin and I'm good. So I'm sort of overstating how hard it is for me to sleep. I get to sleep eventually, but it's a process. I got to start the clock and then fucking go through the moves, but I get to sleep. I'm overstating how bad it is, but I appreciate you, bro. Martin, thanks for the $10. You should have Adam Hamawi on KKF because he's running in New Jersey District 12 for Congress, and in 2024 he was a volunteer American doctor that went to Gaza to help innocent people who are suffering. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he already win? I believe he already won, right? I mean, I'd love to have that guy on the show, but I think he already won. I'm pretty sure he did, but shout out to him and shout out to you, Martin. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Martin.
Malone, thanks for the $10. Politics aside, hosting the World Cup was so much fun. The fans brought so much needed life to our host cities. Our country is better when we have many different nationalities and cultures enjoying it. Totally agree. Just never should have happened under the Trump regime, man. They're too evil. It's like when they had that Olympics in Nazi Germany. Everybody looks back like, that was fucking weird.
Yeah.
You see these people all fucking doing javelin and shit, and you're like, that is so bizarre. You got
front of
Nazis
Hitler,
yeah. Hitler's sitting there watching it, tweaking on meth. What the fuck is this? It's like a fever dream.
Yeah, the fact that Trump is just sitting 50-yard line, watching this soccer tournament, while he's got all these allegations and wars we've mentioned in the past, is just it's just the irony in that shit is just crazy.
Yeah, he's bombing Iran while he's sitting there watching a game. What the fuck?
Yeah, Iran could be playing. He's bombing their country. He didn't just fucking, where did he invade? Colombia or some shit?
Venezuela,
yeah. And it's it's a joke.
Shifty Lincoln, thanks again, man. Kyles, please understand, Elon 100% compromised the 2024 election through cellular to modern technology with software blueprints provided by the Tina Peters and others. If we do not run nationwide audits in the midterms, we are done. Well, again, Shifty Lincoln, we shall see. I don't know if the Democrats are prepared for the midterms, but hopefully they are. God Emperor Leto, thanks for the $10. What are the odds Jon Stewart getting on Crystal and Kyle? I don't know if we have a link to him anymore. We did in the past, but that was when he was working with Apple. We had the Apple agent guy. Now he's not with that guy anymore. But I mean, I'd love to get him on, but I don't know if he would be interested in doing it. But would be cool. I mean,
That
we
would
can
be
try.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
All right, we got like
he's
10 minutes. I'm gonna just scatter around some of these fives here.
Chaotic Impala, thanks for the $5. I was hoping someone would ask a Republican to show their phone records when they said they called McConnell. Very true. That would have been good.
I mean, yeah.
Good idea. Silver, thanks for the $5. As soon as this came out, the real lefty said, all right, F. Plattner, who next? Troy Jackson, bet. Let's go. That's exactly what the Corpo Dems fear. Yeah, I mean, look, bro. I hope he wins, man. I hope he wins. And as far as replacements go, he is without a doubt the best replacement. So, there can't be sour grapes at this point. You know what I'm saying? Not really, Rachel. Thanks for the $5. Up, dudes. How are we feeling about Troy Jackson in Maine taking on Susan Collins? I feel sick thinking Guerrero's death could be her career's end. Yeah, I got to be honest. I'm Crystal's very confident. I'm a little less confident than she is. I don't know what's going to happen. It's a very blue year, but I fear. I don't know. I just really hope that it's not like a Kamala-like situation where since you switched him out at the last minute that like he can't get across the finish line. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just have like a guttural, visceral, like, I hope this works out feeling. Does that make sense? Like logically speaking, it's such a blue wave year that you actually should be able to replace Plattner with any fucking Democrat and that Democrat win. But I don't know. Just whenever like you go outside of like the way it worked, right? Like Plattner won, they switched him out at the last minute. It just feels like, are we rolling the dice here? I feel like we might be rolling dice. But then again, I'm pretty convinced Plattner would have lost now. So to have Troy in there means we have a better chance. So if anybody can win, Troy can win, if that makes sense, right? But I don't know. Crystal's very confident that Troy's going to win. I'll say that. I'm like 50-50. I don't know, but I hope so. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'd be curious your thoughts on this one.
Mundy, thanks for the $10. Been a fan for a long time. Do you believe that Hunter Biden has political momentum, and do you think he'd ever run? It's a good question. I don't think he'd ever run. I think
he has political momentum right now?
Yes, in the sense that he's like doing a lot of podcasts and saying a lot of real ass shit and making people like him. Yeah.
Oh,
like,
really?
People are listening to him going, hey, I actually like this guy. So yeah, I think the momentum is real, but I don't think he would run. I think he knows his flaws. I think he's very self-aware. I think he's very honest. And I think he would think, I have too much dirt in my background and I don't want to go through this shit anymore. Like, I don't think he liked it when they were digging up all the shit and showing his cock pictures and all that stuff. So
yeah, they'll dig deeper on that motherfucker. And he's definitely got some weird shit. Yeah.
And I think he would like to just probably do a podcast and that would be awesome. He likes to paint. And if he were to do a podcast, that shit would launch into the top 10 instantly, And
he probably still wants to do his drugs. So like he
no, he doesn't. He's sober, bro. He's sober
he is?
Now. Yeah. He's legit sober. He's sober.
All right, good for him. Good for him.
Diego, thanks for the $5. I was saying the biggest problem in Christianity, why there is evil closet case in DC. Get rid of this religion, the evil closet case is done. That is true, yes. But to be fair, there's also like, a lot of other religions are anti homosexuality as well. So you have to get rid of all of them. But like, as a atheist and a secularist, like I'd be totally fine with that. And I think humanity would be fine as well if we were to go down that road. But yeah, the evil closet case is a terrible archetype. Solly Prague, thanks for the $5. Also out here driving with a windshield crack and needing an oil change. Y'all are relatable as fuck. Thanks for keeping Monday nights entertaining. Yeah, man, it's unfortunate.
Shout out to you. You're part of us.
Bro, oil changes happen way too often.
Way too often. Like
all right,
you need like 30,000 miles or some shit.
Yeah, just fucking got one. Fuck off.
Yes.
Yeah.
When they fucking replace my sticker and it's like you got to be back in 2,000 miles, I'm like, that's one road trip.
Yeah. Yep. We end up riding until the light comes on to like get a fucking oil change, which is probably bad. We probably shouldn't do that. But,
probably.
Yeah.
But you've been known, as we've spoken to have your car fucking rock until it starts making
stories, man.
Like there's a violin in that bitch.
I like how I convinced myself that it was fine that the car was making that noise, I was like, yeah, that's probably
you
all
convinced
right.
me too. I was like, you're probably good. And then I was like, sounds like your brakes have gone away completely.
We'd stop and be like,
that shit was a badass sound.
And Corin was like, you should probably get that looked at. And I was like, nah, it's fine. It's been making that noise for a while. Bro, this is like month number 3. I'm used to that shit. There's no problem here.
Bad.
And when I finally got it looked at, they were like, you realize you have no brake pads left,
you were
right?
about to die.
Like you have 0 brake pads. It's like metal on metal fucking shit.
Oh.
Anyway, Jordan, thanks for the $5. I feel bad for Spain because they had to share a stage with Trump. Even when you win, you lose. So true, man. So fucking true. it's just a harbinger of things to come because you know that when the Republicans lose, he's not going to want to fucking leave. Just like, he didn't win, but he was on the stage like, I won. Like this is who he is. It's fucking horrible. Zim, thanks for the $5. My dad used to just pound my windshield when I had a ding and force the spider to the spider crack. He said insurance would deal with it then. That's fucking hilarious. That's like the most dad trick of all time I've ever heard. So shout out to your dad. That's so funny.
More. Yeah.
QC man, thanks for the $5. My subway stop got the deep clean recently. The stubborn gum is still on the ground, but the walls, floors legit are cleaner for now. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Thanks Zoran for that shit. The deep cleaning of the subway. I fucking fuck with that. It's amazing that nobody else thought of that at any point.
Yeah.
Nobody else was like, hey, maybe we should clean it down here. He's the only one that was like, maybe we should clean the subways. And everybody's like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Like, yeah, we've all been fucking riding in disgusting filth for like fucking decades. Thank you for actually trying to clean it.
There's just a fucking smog on you of just
it's terrible. Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Ogoria's fan, thanks for the $5. Hey, Kyle, have you done any reflection regarding supporting Plattner post allegations? And how are you feeling about Troy Jackson? On reflection, no. On supporting Troy Jackson, yes. I really hope he can pull through. And yeah, I mean, I just think it's awesome that thankfully Plattner was replaced. I was ready to go fucking bonkers and ape shit, bro. If they replaced him with somebody that was shitty, I was ready to shoot in every direction. I was ready to fucking go off. But thankfully that didn't happen and we could all be happy. So shout out to Troy Jackson. Gundam Zero Strike, thanks for the $5. World Cup is over. What is the next big sports event for you two?
I don't know what the next shit coming up is.
It's a good question. I'm trying to think. I guess the PGA Tour playoffs is the next big thing I'll watch. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really watch baseball. This is the time of year for baseball, right? Isn't baseball on all summer?
Yeah, maybe the World Series. Yeah, I guess would be the next one for me that like I actually genuinely care about. The NFL season kicking off is like exciting for people, but like
I would rather try to get into baseball than watch the NFL.
Yeah.
I'd rather do that. But I'm gonna make more of an effort for hockey this year too. NBA, hockey, and I always watch golf. And
WNBA All-Star game next week.
Oh yeah, you know who would watch that? My son loves that shit.
WNBA shit?
Bro, yes, my son will be like, we were watching a World Cup game. He walks in and is like, can we turn on the WNBA game?
Really?
I was like,
did he get into it? Is that like Caitlin Clark? How did he get into
No,
WNBA?
he just loves basketball. He's like a fan of all basketball.
I respect that.
And so, for sure, it's dope as hell. So he does that. And also, we were watching some shit, and he's like, can we put on the Summer League Finals? I was like, I didn't even know the Summer League had a finals,
Yep. Yeah, Warriors won that shit.
So yeah, he's into all like any basketball. He'll watch any basketball. Sort of like
where do you think LeBron's going?
Golden State.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think he's going to Golden State.
You think because of the golf and just playing with Curry?
I think I don't think he wants to go back to the Heat. I think the Cavs are just not going to work out because he already had a good chapter and ended there on a nice note with them winning, right?
And why would you want to play with Harden? I think too.
Totally. And it makes sense. The fit with Curry makes a lot more sense. And it's only a 45-minute flight from where he lives. And so he doesn't have to move if he does that. 100%. So I think it's going to be Golden State.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Pib or Pepper, thanks for the $5. Top comment on the New York Times interview with Mamdani. Everyone suddenly remembers what a follow-up question is when a leftist politician is in front of them. So true. So fucking true. They never remember that shit when they're talking to a fascist. Damn right. Shout out to you, bro. Middlehead Matt, thanks for the $5. The 2.5 million ballots in Harris County were unsolicited mail-in applications, not votes, to all voters, which Texas courts ruled illegal, siding with Paxton. Yes, and they were conservative courts, and they're fucking full of shit, and they never should have done that. So, fuck him. He himself said Biden would have won if not for him. So, fuck him. QC Man, thanks for the $5. What Senate race win on election night is on the absolute outer bound of what's possible? I think Column in Mississippi is the absolute best case, though unlikely. I don't know, man. That's actually a really good question. I think people are sleeping on Iowa for sure. Who else are they sleeping on? What other place are they sleeping on? People aren't really sleeping on Texas. Florida. People are sleeping on fucking Florida. Florida could go blue.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Unless they cheat.
Who else?
Alabama.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm blanking on who else, but no, there's gonna be some surprises. There's definitely gonna be some surprises. In fact,
didn't Kentucky one time almost go blue for some shit?
Yes, they did. Will they this time? Not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But there's gonna be some surprises. Like I think, for example, here I'll give you one. In North Carolina, Richard Ojeda is running for Congress. I think he's gonna win. He's running in like a Trump plus 15 or 10 district or whatever it is. I think Richard Ojeda is going to win that shit. So we're going to have a Congressman Ojeda, which is kind of based as fuck.
I actually had this one queued up that I was going to ask you before.
Sony announces end of physical. Oh, yeah, that's fucked up. I fucking hate it. Because they're trying to make it so you can't physically own shit anymore. They're trying to make it so like everything is like technically rented. Or like you own it temporarily, and if they lose a licensing deal, then they just pull that shit from you.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fucked up. Like you want to own the physical media. That's way better. You know?
Yeah, this is a sad one. Hopefully they change this and keep coming out with the systems. Because like everything being digital is fucking weird to me.
Yeah, I don't like it. So the shot guy asked about that. What do you think of PlayStation ending production? Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It's bullshit.
It sucks.
It is. It's disgusting. Shout out to you, bro.
There's a couple here.
Kyle, please invite Micon Stenks to KKF. He's a progressive running for California's 14th congressional district. Never heard of this guy. It honestly sounds like some Game of Thrones name.
Yeah, Micon Stenks seems like some fucking setup shit.
It does. It seems like
you can type it in and your fucking laptop crashes.
My cunt stinks.
Oh, fuck. You got us. Is that
fuck you? It's out. Yeah, it's got to be that, right?
Fuck you, Capo. You got us, though.
Jeffrey, thanks for the $5. Kyle, have you seen that Germany is trying to pass a bill that would make it illegal for Germans to deny Israel's existence and right to exist? I did kind of see this. I haven't looked deep into it, though. But, Germany, they got a lot of speech laws, particularly because they were the Nazis. And so they're like, let's not have Hitler happen again. So I get it why they did that. But that shit would be crazy if they did this.
I'm still to fuck that guy, man. We fell for the my cunt doesn't stink shit.
No, it's my cunt stinks and that doesn't stink. That'd be nicer if they said doesn't stink. Stafford, thanks for the $5. In hindsight, do you think Dems overreacted to John Edwards' scandal by canceling him? Seems like every Republican gets away with way worse. I mean, yes, in retrospect, we got to have one standard, right? If that means you axe everybody with a scandal, fine, axe everybody with a scandal. If that means you keep everybody with a scandal, okay, keep everybody with a scandal. Or if that means you draw the line around actual specific crimes that they're alleged of, then that's fine. But we don't. It's like Republicans get away with everything, Democrats get away with nothing. So in retrospect, I don't know if I'd go as far as to say that, but I need to live in a world with consistent standards, and I just don't have it. And that's what infuriates me more than anything. Far Twain, thanks for the $5. I'm working on some stand-up. Is calling the diarrhea parasite the Rim Reaper funny? Also, should Hassan get a restraining order against Destiny? Yeah, I don't know. Destiny didn't he post something that's like, I think it would be legitimate to off Hassan basically to like, yeah, I think he posted some shit like that. So on that alone, I would say, maybe it makes sense. And they tried to crash some Democrat event to like, heckle Hassan or some shit like that.
That's weird.
Very weird. So potentially Hassan should do that. The Rim Reaper, no, I think it's anything that you have to think for more than like a split second is not going to land. And that one I think is a little bit, you got to stop and think for a second. So I wouldn't go with that one.
Yeah, same.
Johnny, thanks for the $5. I watched 2 of your planner videos. I'm curious, why no introspection? Rokana and Emma Vigeland say they regret supporting him. Why not you? I'm not Rokana and I'm not Emma Vigeland. And I will make absolutely no apologies for riding hard for anybody who supports Medicare for all, free college, a living wage, ending the wars, cutting off the money to Israel. If sometimes we miss, then we miss. But, the next person who comes along who says the exact same fucking things and I think means it, I'm still going to fucking ride hard for them. So, no, I mean, again, you do realize that when you ask questions like that, all you're doing is like feeding in to the right-wing narrative. Like you are helping the right by doing that. I need you to understand that. That like any of this fucking weird self-flagellation, this fucking like humiliation ritual that you force lefties to do, it's embarrassing, it's counterproductive, it's silly, it's unserious, and it's like exactly what the right wants you to do. So yeah, no, I'm not in the slightest, but I will say I'm happy that Troy Jackson is now in there, and hopefully he gets us across the finish line. Travone Logan, thank you for the $5. The co-sponsor of 219, Adam Smith, is being primaried. An independent socialist, Kashama Sawan, has a chance to make the top 2. Would you cover it? August 4th. Kashama Sawant is, I don't think you have any chance not running as a Democrat. So I think her candidacy is unserious. And I think she like purposely shot herself in the foot by not running as a Democrat. So I'll say that. I know Adam Smith is going on Breaking Points tomorrow, and Crystal is going to grill him, so it should be interesting to watch that. Area 51, thanks for the $5. Liberals would have canceled MLK if the FBI released those tapes, and we would still have segregation. Platinum vote could have saved thousands of Gazans. I didn't say it, dog. You said it. I didn't say it, dog. You said it, but you said something. Near the Far World, thanks for the $5. Did you know Ukraine has Nazis in the front lines and is closely tied to Israel? USA couped Ukraine in 2014 for a reason, and Russia knew to wakey. I know about the Azov battalion, which is potentially what you're talking about. But that's only a tiny percentage of the fighters in Ukraine. And Ukraine is tied to Israel. I mean, yeah, and Russia is tied to Iran, but like that doesn't mean anything. Anyway, you got to evaluate each fight based on the merits of that particular fight and war. You know what I'm saying? Andromeda, thanks for the $5. Kyle, how viable do you think AOC would be as a candidate? I remember earlier in the year you said we needed someone insane but with good policies. I mean, look, if she's the standard bearer on the left, I'll obviously 100% support her. I think her ideology is very solid. I think she's great on the policies. My only concern with her is more like, it's more about like, can she break through? Will she get the support that's needed? That's my only real concern with her. But if she were to run and she gets a lot of support right off the jump, she could kind of assuage those fears. So yeah, that's all I would say. If she's the one, then I would definitely support her. But my only issues with her would be like optical and strategic, I guess I would say. And does she have the ability to break through? Hi Boo, cool. Thanks for the $5. I'll be brutally honest here, Kyle. I don't really like Donald Trump. Well, sir, how dare you say that in this very pro Donald Trump space? Joseph, thanks for the $5. I nominate Johnny Infantino as the Trump ass kisser of the year, making up the FIFA Peace Prize just to award something to him, plus everything else. That's a great point. I mean, he's got to be in the top 5 for sure, because that is out of this world. You made up a fucking fake Peace Prize for this shit?
Paid or some shit.
Jorgino, thanks for the $5. Did you see that APAC paid Clavicular to stream in Israel and whitewash their atrocities? Fuck DH made a video exposing him. You should check it out. I did not know that, but I did find it weird that Clavicular was randomly in Israel. I mean, I was like, why are you in Israel right now? Well, now I know. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
All right, last 2 here.
D-Dun, thanks for the $10. Y'all need to be incessant as the right-wing media is about things. Specifically, these MAGA fascists will not allow the midterms to happen if Dems win. So what's the battle plan? It's not that they won't allow the midterms to happen. It's that they might try to do some fuckery to fuck up the vote count and take it, right? And the plan is have all the motherfucking lawyers in the world ready and have people ready to get out there in the motherfucking streets. I mean, that's what it is, right? You need the democracy docket does a great job. Mark Elias does a great job covering this, taking on the right, beating them in court. But yeah, you need that. Plus you need like muscle and people in the streets ready to protest and not allow Republicans to get away with stealing it. So that's what I would say.
Thanks, D-Don.
Craigie, thanks for the $20. The lack of education around labor is a feature, not a bug. Here in Pittsburgh, you can't go anywhere without seeing names like Frick, Carnegie, Mellon, Westinghouse, and the Homestead strike, and don't put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, man. I mean, that's a good-ass point. But you know what's crazy? The robber barons of old at least tried to give us, like, the arts and libraries and shit, and the modern-day robber barons don't do any of that. They just try to, like, fucking make you die and lose your job and build their own little, like, pedophile compounds. So, like, at least the robber barons of old were, like, gave us something for the extreme wealth. These new guys just fucking are worse somehow. Didn't know it was possible, but they are.
This one.
Proto, thanks for the $5. You see, Carvinical, disingenuous vid. He acts like everyone. I don't know. You're talking about Cavernacle. Okay. He acts like everyone should have known Grand Platter would become an alleged pest from the start. He call you a Grand Platter left. Yeah, I know. We talked about this a million times. It's fine, bro. Anybody can come after me if they want to come after me. I don't know. This is like of no interest to me. The like sort of weird infighting. I care more about like actually trying to fix things. So it is what it is.
Nick's wanted me to show I got meta glasses.
Oh shit, those shits record?
Yeah, they record and they take pictures.
Hell no, that shit should be illegal as fuck, dog. Oh hell no.
You against them?
Oh, you got the creeper glasses in this bitch. No.
So when I record, look, hey Meta. Oh wait, the shits aren't working right now. Okay, now they're recording. So you'll see it blinking when it records, but like if people don't notice that shit, I could just be recording.
Oh no.
Are you against them? Do you
hell yeah.
If I didn't say they were meta glasses, would you say that the glasses are super weary?
Yeah, I wouldn't pick them.
Not a good frame?
Yeah, not a great frame in my opinion. Yeah, I like your old ones better.
Yeah. I don't like that they're shiny. I don't like the shiny shits, but
yeah,
it'll help if I do some food videos and shit like that. It'll just make it easier than like having my phone. You know?
Okay, I flipped. I'm for it because that would be good.
Because I could just fucking house some shit, and all I have to do is push this button, and it like shows my whole shit.
It shows your whole shit. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. You sort of flipped me on it, but I feel like those shit should be banned for everybody but you because those shits are creepy as a motherfucker in many circumstances. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Now you got me fucking insecure more wearing these shits out.
Nah, if it's for just YouTube videos like that, it actually makes sense. I actually like that, I bet streamers wear them and shit,
Yeah, streamers they're all wearing these shits.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
All right. We love you guys. Kyle, thank you. Love you, bro. Thanks for rocking out. Welcome back.
Love you too, man. Glad to be back. Love you guys, and we'll see you soon. Peace.
Peace, everybody. Thanks for rocking out. So, no on the meta glasses? I don't know. I don't think they look terrible. Molly doesn't like them either. Who wants the last word? Oh, there we go. Yes to them. Thank you, Avocado Lotto. I don't think this is true. I don't think people can cover the light on them. People wear like hats and try to disguise it. So like if I put them on, let me see. You can maybe do like that. And you can't really see the light. But then the video shows and it like blocks off the bottom half of it. But either way, I like them. I don't care what you guys say. Oh, shots fired, bro. I'll be back. I promise I will. All right. There we go. QC, man. Love you. Peace, everybody. See you guys next week. Thanks for rocking out.